Hello everyone, and welcome back into the studio for Week 2 pregame show. It's Nixa Eagles heading to Webb City, take on the Webb City Cardinals. This pregame show is presented by Air Services, All Services. I'm Aiden Hopkins alongside my partner Brady Richard. We are in for a great matchup, per usual, between these two teams as Nixa travels out west to take one of the three-headed monsters on this week. Brady, how do you feel about this game? What do you expect to see from both teams?
I'm expecting to see a high-scoring matchup between this Webb City and Nixa offense. Both of them run heavy. I mean, Dylan Ribeiro, 14 carries, 131 yards, 3 touchdowns last week. I know Webb City's known for their run game, kind of running down the clock. They like keeping the ball on the ground, and they will pass if they need to, but they're a much run-heavy team. They had 134 rushing yards last week on 32 carries as a team. I'm looking forward to see players like Slade Hurd, Andrew Elwell, just a couple of the running backs that I've seen throughout the offseason first game. Slade Hurd may not have played last week, but I think he can be a big contributor to this offense.
Both teams coming off great wins last week. Nixa, of course, beating Republic on their home turf 49-14. And then Webb City took down Lebanon on the road with a final score of 39-13, I believe it was. And it was just a great game for both teams. I mean, Webb City defense forced 6 turnovers, 5 fumbles, 1 interception. And if you look at the score, like I mentioned, it was not 39-13, it was 35-13. But, like, Lebanon is lucky to walk out of there with only a 22-point loss, considering they turned the ball over 6 times. And we were talking to Coach McFarland earlier this morning, and we were talking about what he needs to do to beat this Nixa team. I mean, he has a great group of seniors with him. Most of his team, only 2 sophomores are starting on offense, and then two juniors on defense. Everyone else is seniors other than that. And so we're just talking about what he needs to do to beat Nixa. And he said that this senior class has never beaten Nixa in a Friday night. And this is their goal as senior class, to beat Nixa. And prior to last week, they were, in the past 5 years, they were 1-4 in opening day matchups. I mean, they lost to, I believe it was, he did Carthage twice, and then Nixa twice, and then now he got Lebanon this year in week 1, and they really wanted to get that week 1 win, and they did. So they started out 1-0 for the first time in 5 years. And so I think this team is going to be someone that you don't want to mess with. I mean, Webb City is always a powerhouse in the COC. We're going on the road, and Webb City 7-0 at home last year, 3-3 on the road. So they just thrive off their crowd, and there's just so many great pieces to this team, but there's also some weaknesses that Nixa is going to take advantage of early in the game.
Yeah, and one of those weaknesses, I'd say they lost their entire defensive line after last year. I mean, they got all new players, whether it may be seniors, maybe a mix of sophomores, juniors, different classes. It's a whole new defensive line. None of them played last year. And especially with Nixa's great running game with Ribeiro, they got McKnight. He can keep the ball. You got Cade Shaw as the backup. He played well last week in the minutes he got. I think Webb City's going to have a hard time stopping Nixa's run game, especially with that brand new defensive line.
Yeah, we were going to talk about this every week. We're probably going to say this about every single team we play, but as Webb City, of course, and Republic said, of course, they are undersized in the trenches when they're on the defensive side of the ball because, of course, that Nixa O-line is absolutely absurd. So he's just said they've just got to be fast off the ball. They've got to beat them with their quickness, and they've got to get to the quarterback and the rusher as quick as possible because if you give them time to get up and get their blocks and move their feet, that O-line is not going to go anywhere. So it's going to be very important for this defensive line for Webb City to be quick and force Nixa to be quick off their feet as well. And we're just going to talk about some players that we're going to see. Webb City, Jackson Lucas will be getting the start at the quarterback position. They usually would have Gabe Johnson, but Gabe Johnson tore his ACL before the season even started, which is so sad for them. But Jackson Lucas isn't bad, though. I mean, he's a great backup. He went 5 for 11, 174 yards, 3 touchdowns, only 11 pass attempts last week. I'm going to guess probably because of the rain. I mean, they didn't start their game till around 9 o'clock last week. There were so many rain delays. And I was talking to Coach McFarland. I was like, how do you keep your team focused during that? Because usually on a away game like that, you drive an hour, and then you're basically going to the locker room getting ready for warm-ups. But he said they got there around 5, and they just kept getting delayed. He said he told the athletes not to stay on the feet, but he was really proud of how they accomplished that obstacle and didn't let it break them in their game.
Yeah, like you said, we talked to him. He said they let him in the gym, and they stayed around a bit. I think that'd be so hard, getting delayed constantly. You said it started around 8 or 9 o'clock. I mean, just as a team to stay focused and still come up on top 35-13, I think that just shows what type of team this Webb City team is. They're disciplined. They're always ready to play, obviously. And I just think they're a great team and a great matchup for Nixa.
Yeah, we can ask Coach McFarland about what he wants this identity of this Webb City team to be, and he says that he wants this identity of the team to be work hard and effort. I mean, he said these teams, the team that he coaches, he wants them to be working hard and have effort. He said that this whole team is effort. He said that he has some athletes that, I mean, just before he started coaching them, probably weren't at the level they are right now, just because they weren't getting motivated enough. And he said that once they started putting more effort in, they became better athletes, and they built this team that Webb City has always had, which is always such a great team, the COC.
Yeah, and just I know I'm just piggybacking off of you again, but he even straight up said, I mean, we may not have the best athletes, but they're hard workers. They're going to get better every day. He said he thinks he's some of the strongest players in the COC. And even though they may be undersized against Nixa this week, I think that just that hard work will pay off, and it'll show them that necessarily they don't need to be the most athletic. They don't need to be the biggest, but they have the skill needed to take down a monster like Nixa or Joplin or one of these bigger, better teams in the COC.
Yeah, 100%. I think that the thing that Nixa is going to have to do to beat the Lebanon defense is, of course, run the ball. I mean, Adam McKnight can sling the ball, as we've seen, but I just think that this Webb City secondary is just too scary to test. So I think they're going to go. They're going to go with running the ball, which they're comfortable with. I mean, and of course, they're not going to just only run the ball. I mean, they're going to pass on some plays, but it's not going to be an every other play thing. It's going to be a running thing. And like I mentioned, only 11 pass attempts from Webb City last week, which I think, like I mentioned, could have been because of the rain. But I just believe that Nixa is going to win this game offensively by running the ball. I mean, if you put the secondary out of this game, it's just D-line versus O-line. Nixa's O-line is going to win that battle 9 out of 10 times. So it's just, you have to make sure that you continue to run the ball, because we know it's successful with Dylan Rivera in the offensive line. And then we flip it over. Nixa defensive-wise, I mean, I just think that they have got to get Webb City off the field way earlier than they did Republic. I mean, we talked to Coach McFarland, like we mentioned, and he said that he is going to take about the same approach Republic did. He said he's just going to try to run down the clock, get them drives. He said in practice he's telling his team every day, just got to get the first down, just got to get the first down, just got to get the first down. That's why Republic had such a big impact on Nixa in the first quarter. I mean, if you just look at the scoring summary, just the end of the first quarter was 7-0, and then once Nixa started getting Republic off the field on the first or second, third downs, I mean, they scored 28 points in the second quarter, and Republic scored 7. And that 7 from Republic was mostly because Nixa's defense was just so tired that they didn't have a chance to catch their breath, and they just run down the field and scored on them. But running down the clock is going to be the Webb City way to win this game. I mean, we saw it last year. 14-7 was the score. Nixa came out on top. Webb City went to the red zone 3 times and didn't score once. So it's just a matter of they have got to figure out how to score and how to take care of the ball while also draining out the clock throughout the game.
And you talk about draining the clock. I mean, like you said, 7-0 first quarter and that big explosion from the Eagles the second quarter. But after that, Nixa still kept up their trend of 7 per quarter. I mean, Republic once again scored 7 again in the third quarter. If they didn't have that big second quarter last week necessarily, that game could have been much closer. But I think, like you said, the Republic defense just wasn't ready for the Nixa offense. But I think Webb City, they're a more put-together team. They're experienced. I think if that strategy could work against Nixa this week, it just didn't work with Republic because they maybe weren't ready and they obviously didn't have their identity like their coach said.
I think that Republic, if we replay that game probably 4 weeks from now, I'd say that's probably a 1 or 2 touchdown game. But it's just it's just short end of the stick there for Republic. They got Nixa week 1, an experienced team who knew what they were doing, and they got handed to them. And I think that if they were to play that game later in the season, it would be a 1 or 2 touchdown game like it has been the past 2 years. But I just think that Republic's such a young team, and I think they're going to do great things. We'll talk about in COC picks. But right now, we're just going to keep focusing on this game. And we're just talking about the players. Another one, Andrew Young. He plays both sides of the ball. He had an interception for Webb City, a fumble recovery that went to a touchdown, and then he had 2 receptions, 79 yards, a 73-yard touchdown catch. So he is going to be a big factor on both sides of the ball for Webb City, and they have to utilize him.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, and you talked about him playing both sides of the ball, but I just want to highlight that secondary that they have. Andrew Young, he had 6 interceptions last year, 32 tackles, all COC selection. Brody Eggleston, 98 tackles, 3 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, all COC selection. I don't know if you mentioned it already, but I'll mention it again. It's crazy. 19 tackles last week. I mean, that's just insane, any level you're playing. And they have Mason Williams, Braden Ackerman. I mean, it just keeps going down the list. Their secondary is so scary. And I just think it can give McKnight real troubles if they decide to throw the ball more this game.
Yeah, 100%. But McKnight can also torch them in many other ways, not just passing-wise. I mean, he can run the ball, as we saw. Like we mentioned, 7-0. Nixa defense gets a stop after a long drive. McKnight comes on the field and just 80-yard touchdown from the first play. And then, like we said in the booth at the time, is that of course you're really happy about that because you score, but the defense is not happy about that. As we're talking to Park Commander and the thing, he said we were just gassed. I mean, we came off the field, we sit down in our chairs, get our water, we look at one play on film, and then we're going back out there because our offense scored so fast. But I think that's where Nixa could hurt themselves in some instances. Is like if their offense is just so good that they can hurt themselves sometimes.
Yeah, and especially if Webb City's keeping up with them. They keep going both ways. Nixa scores in 2 minutes. Webb City takes 7. I mean, and then what if Webb City has the ball last? You know what I mean? Webb City, 6 minutes left in the 4th. They can, based on how they've played that whole game, say it's a tie game, they can just run out that clock and win. And that's where Nixa has to use their timeouts, pretty strategical and all that. But it's just Nixa, like you said, can almost hurt themselves by scoring too fast. And I think maybe they'll think about that this week going against a slow, run-heavy offense. Yeah,
McFarland said, if we were going into a scoring battle with Nixa, we would lose every single time. He said that we have to play this game strategically. We can't get too antsy. He said that last year in that second half, they got too passive, and he says that in a way to win this game, you have to be passive-aggressive. I mean, you have to be aggressive in some moments, but you cannot be too passive to where you're only running the ball and you find yourself 3 and out 3 drives in a row, which I think was the problem last year, is that both teams were really well put together defensive-wise, but just the offensive game plans were not going well for either team. And I just think that Nixa has got to ride Dylan Rivera throughout this whole game.
I think he's just going to be the key to the game, and I think it's going to be a great game, but it's going to come down, this is Dylan Rivera's game. He's going to, we said we had nearly 130 yards, 3 touchdowns last week, but you may have to replicate that this week to take down this Webb City team, and I think it's going to be a great game.
So that's all we got for the overview of this. We're going to slide right into COC picks this week. Only 2 segments. First game we're going to look at is going to be at Willard, Glendale taking on Willard, and man, I just don't know about this one. I think it could go either way. I think both teams have a chance to win it. Both teams have a chance to lose it, of course, and I just think Willard is going to come out on top in a close one, 27-20.
Yeah, I have also a close game. Both offenses and teams kind of just got pummeled last week. We're kind of just not there. I have Willard taking it, close game, but not high scoring, 9-3.
Next we're going to look at is Waynesville at Republic. Both teams 0-1, and Republic, they're mad right now. They're angry. And like I mentioned earlier, I think that Republic's going to be a great team as the year progresses on. Like Wyatt Wheeler said in the tweet after the game, he said final score, Nixa 49, Republic 14. Nixa really good. Republic, they're good too, but they're just not there yet. And I just think that's exactly how that week 1 went. Like I just mentioned, it's just a bad draw for Republic in a week 1 game. And I think the Republic is mad. And Waynesville just lost to Carthage 55-7. My guess was 56-7. So whoever was in charge of missing that 1 point, I'm not really happy with you right now. But hey, we're both 5-1 on picks. I forgot to mention that. We both went 5-1.
Yeah.
We both missed 1 game because I thought Lebanon was going to beat Webb City last week, and you thought Webb City was going to win. That's one we disagreed on. But anyways, back to the game. Waynesville Republic. I have Republic going in. First game at home, and they're going to be mad, and I think they win this game 45-7.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I have Republic winning 38-10. I think McCracken bounces back this week, has a better passing week. We saw last week against Nixa some passes overthrown that could have been caught, maybe underthrown. Just a lot of missed opportunities for Republic, and I think McCracken's going to dial in this week, have some better passes. I think that run game is going to come alive. And like we saw against Nixa, they can get first downs. They just need to convert and whenever they get into the red zone and score. And I think they're going to do that this week against Waynesville.
Next game we're going to look at is going to be Kickapoo at Neosho. And Neosho, I mean, they faced a Glendale team that some would say isn't that good, but they still put up 51 points. Final score 51-13. I mean, I think they're going to be a good team. I mean, I think it's probably going to be similar to the score Nixa puts up against Glendale. I don't know when Neosho pulled their starters, or even if they did, but I just think that Neosho has a chance to be a good team this year. Maybe not win COC, go undefeated, win district good team, but I think they're going to be good enough team to where they can go a little bit over 500. And I think that I think Neosho is going to walk out of this game with a win, 2-0, 28-10 against Kickapoo.
Yeah, and I agree with you. Neosho's win. I'll say the score in a second. But Neosho had the task of playing the two new Springfield schools. They got Glendale, like you said, they beat up on them. Then they got Kickapoo this week. And I think Neosho, 51 points, like you said, is a lot of points to score no matter who you're playing. So I think Neosho is going to win 35-17 against Kickapoo. And I think, they may have struggled the past couple of years, but they're going to bounce back this year. I like the offense that they had last week, and I think they could have some more wins, over 500 type of team.
Next game is going to be Lebanon at Joplin, and I think this game could be a toss-up too. I mean, Joplin did beat Kickapoo last week. It was a score of 30-7, but weirdly enough, the score for most of that game was Kickapoo winning 7-2. So I just think that Joplin finally got a grip of themselves later in the game, but I think that Joplin is going to be as good because they're always good. I just don't think they're going to be as good as we always expect them to be. Lebanon 0-1, like we just mentioned, they lost to Webb City last week, 35-13. I don't see them beating Joplin, but I don't see them beating Joplin in my eyes, but I would not be surprised if Lebanon did beat Joplin. But I just think Joplin at home for their first home game of the season, I think they knock off Lebanon 35-28.
Yeah, and Joplin, they've been good for a while now. I mean, they gave Nixa troubles last year at the end late of the game. They had an opportunity to win. But I have them winning a slugfest, 45-41. Like you said, I wouldn't be surprised if Lebanon won, but I think Joplin, like they said, they woke up, they found who they were, and I think they're going to carry that into this week and pull out the win.
Next game we are going to look at will be Ozark at Carthage. Ozark, big win against Willard last week, 55-13. And me personally, I just don't think Coach Cordell and the Tigers have what it takes to take down the Carthage Tigers. I mean, Carthage Tigers, of course, they are a team that you never want to mess with. Mm-hmm. They are a scary team. I mean, they walked out last week with the win 55-7 against Wayneville, like I mentioned. But I just think that this is a test for Ozark, and I think they're going to fail it. But I think they're going to learn a lot, which they can use later in the season. But I think Carthage wins this one with a slight ease, 42-28.
And Ozark, like you said, they played Willard last week. They had a great offensive game. I think it was 40-plus points. And Ozark, I think they're going to have a new identity this year. I think they're going to be better. I got them beating Carthage 24-21. Like you said, the new coach. I think you think this is a test for them, and I think they're 100% going to pass it. I have them beating Carthage.
It's bold pick. Last pick, of course, say it every time, the game you guys are here for, Nixa at Webb City. Nixa, such a great team. Webb City, such a great team. We talked about every single aspect of it. I just don't think Webb City has what it takes to take down the Eagles. I think Nixa goes into Webb City's home opener, spoils it, and walks out with the win, 28-17.
Yeah, I think Nixa's going to come in there, like you said, home opener, and I think they're going to really rely on that run game like we've been talking about. Dylan Ripper, Gage Shaw, Adam McKnight on the QB keeper. I think it's just going to be in the offensive line. It's going to be too much for that brand new defensive line to handle. No matter how much they can defend the pass, if they can't stop Nixa's run, then why would they stop running? You know what I mean? So I think Nixa going to win 31-21 with all touchdowns. Maybe not one, except being passing, but I think almost all the touchdowns will be rushing.
That's all we got for you guys. It's going to be a great week around the COC. Going to be a great week in Webb City. We'll see you guys in the booth. Nixa Eagles taking on the Webb City Cardinals. Coming right up.
It's Friday night, which means one thing: football. Welcome to a beautiful,
packed out house here at Cardinal Stadium in Webb City, Missouri, as it's the Nixa Eagles taking on the Webb City Cardinals. Hello, everyone. I'm Aiden Hopkins alongside my partner, Brady Richard. We're in for a great matchup between these two teams, per usual. Both teams come to this game 1-0. One can walk out 1-1, and one is going to walk out still undefeated. Brady, what do you think the keys to the game are for Nixa and Webb City headed into this week?
For Nixa, I think they need to heavily rely on their run game. We might have heard it in the pregame show. Webb City, all new defensive line. Nixa needs to go with that. Use Rivera whole game. He had 3 touchdowns last game, over 100 yards. I could see him maybe getting 150 and replicating 3 touchdowns, if not more. I think they need to expose that part of the Webb City defense. Webb City, they need to stay on the field as long as they can. Nixa, known for scoring fast, obviously, high-powered offense. Webb City, more of a slow run offense. I think Webb City needs to stay on the field as long as they can on offense while scoring and make sure Nixa doesn't get the ball at the end of the game whenever it really matters.
We're going to look at the away keys of the game. This could be Nixa's keys of the game. My first one is get Webb City off the field quickly. Retmo, their whole game plan between the whole last week was make sure you stay on the field and drain that clock, because Nixa defense Nixa offense can score as much as they want, but if you keep their defense on the field and tire them out, that's the most important part. Last week, 1 for 7 on third down conversions at Webb City, and we talked to Coach McFarland over the week, and we said, what is your game plan? He said, pretty much the same as Republic. We're going to have them drag it out as long as they can. He said, during practice, all we were telling them is just get the first down.
Yeah, and another thing for Nixa, they need to stuff that run game. The Nixa defensive line played very well last week against Republic. Although Republic may only run the ball, they stopped it pretty well. And Nixa needs to keep stuffing the run, especially against maybe a better running team like Webb City, who will break down the Nixa defense, and Nixa can't get tired off silly mistakes on defense.
My next key to the game for Nixa will be feed Dylan Rivera, the senior running back who had almost 1,400 yards split backing last year. He had an amazing game last week against Republic, and I expect nothing different this week coming up. Now we're going to look at the home keys of the game for Webb City, and my first one is just going to be tire out the Nixa defense. Complete opposite of what I said for the away key is just that you have to tire out this Nixa defense. If you look back at Republic last week, Nixa only scored 7 points in the first quarter, and then once they started to get going and stop third down conversions, they scored 28, and Republic only scored 7. So the only important part is you have to keep the Nixa defense on the field as much as you can. Get those first downs. 1 for 7 on first down is not going to cut it throughout this game. So you have to cut out Nixa defense. If you look back, game scores 14-0. Scores 7-0. Nixa defense gets a big stop after a long drive. First play out there, Adam McKnight scores a touchdown, 80-yard run, and then you have to throw out that Nixa defense out there, and they were tired, and they give a touchdown there. That's what's important. You have to make sure that you tire out this Nixa defense.
Yeah, my key to the game for Webb City, establish that run game. They obviously known for it. We talked about it in the pregame show. They need to get that run game going, kind of like what you said, piggybacking off of that, tire out this Nixa defense, especially because their offense scores so fast. If their defense is out there so much, it'll be easier for you to score.
My third key is going to be force the pass. Like we talked about in the pregame show, Webb City's secondary is dangerous in the COC. Almost all returners coming back, and it's just going to be an important part. They have to force Adam McKnight to pass and make him uncomfortable, which I just spoiled Brady's pick, but I guess starting on the screen so they're all spoiled. But anyways, it didn't even show up. The fourth one is make Adam McKnight comfortable, which was Brady's last key to the game. And if you force Adam McKnight to pass the ball more often than he usually, and that run is being stuffed, that means that secondary gets to go to work where you're comfortable. And the Brody Eggleston for the Webb City Cardinals last week, 19 tackles in that secondary position. And just speaking of that, we're going to go over the starters for each team. Offensive-wise, for Webb City, you're going to have Jackson Lucas at quarterback, Isaiah Tella at halfback. Fullback will be Andrew Elwell. Tight end is Gus Carnes. Another tight end is Fisher Derrick. The wideout is Andrew Young. The tackle is going to be Kaylee Krisman. The other tackle is going to be Riley Parker, Eric Lathan, and Rylan Walker are the guards. Luda Bollinger is going to be the center for the Webb City Cardinals. And then on defensive side, which we're about to see for Nixa Eagles, Parker Mann and Ty Kellis at safety, McCoy Sullivan at cornerback, Carter Fangro, Jacob Grimm, and I believe Tobias Thompson will be the linebackers. Randy Flint, the other cornerback, Peyton Coble, DN, Adam Gillespie, the end, and the two D tackles for Nixa are going to be Aiden Sigmund and Caden Kelly. Everyone's on their feet.
Kickoff is up and away. It'll be caught at about the 2-yard line. Big hole. As a hole, breaks away. Slips away from a tackle. Forced out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and Webb City will start with great field position to start this game.
And Andrew Young with a great return, nearly 40 yards, 50 yards, just to give this Webb City team momentum. And now they're coming out against this Nixa defense that was great against Republic last week. Republic and Nixa, usually a high-scoring game, great offense. Nixa dominated.
So Nixa will come out here looking to get a stop early. One running back in the backfield. Lucas under center. Motion left side. Ball is snapped, handoff. Gets 1 yard. That'll be about it. Great job of that Nixa D-line to stay in their gaps. Jacob Grimm credited with the tackle there, the senior linebacker. Second and 8. They gave him 2 yards on that one. DeGraff and Reed to the left of Lucas. Pistol formation. Snap. Fake handoff. They're going to pass it. Up in the air. Dropped it. Wide open, but could not keep a hold of it. That was Gus Collins, the tight end on the target. Just could not hold on there, and it will be 3rd and 8. Like I mentioned, 1 for 7 on 3rd down conversions last week, and this was the biggest part for practice in Webb City, and they have to convert here because when Nixa strikes first, that momentum shifts so much.
And we praise this Webb City offense for their run game, but right there, busted coverage on Ty Callis. He gets beat by a receiver down deep, maybe 15 yards down the field. That's a caught ball. He could have went for maybe 10, 20, all the way to the touchdown. Just got to catch that one next time.
Lucas under center. Takes a snap, hands it off up the middle. Rolls off a defender. He's got a hole. Big hit. He's forced out of bounds to the 23-yard line. Nixa struggling to get tackles right now as they need to continue to wrap up and not give up on the play so easily. So Cardinals close to the red zone. They're down at the 28-yard line, it looks like, and they have a new set of downs.
That was a great run from Isaiah Tella. He just saw the hole outside, bounced it outside, and he is a big back there. I mean, it looks about well over 200 maybe.
Lucas, handoff in the backfield. Great tackle there by Parker Mann. That'll be a gain of about 4 yards. We talked to Coach McFarland coming this week, and he said that this senior class has one goal: beat Nixa. They have yet to see Webb City beat Nixa on a Friday night in their high school career, as Nixa is on a 3-game win streak against the Cardinals. Before that, Nixa was 0-20 against Webb City, and the record is now 3-20.
Yeah, and I was about to say, it's strange, isn't it, that they haven't seen their team beat Nixa, because Webb City, I remember growing up, they were so dominant against Nixa, and just recently Nixa's been able to win these
Lucas
games.
will keep it. He'll go outside. Sorry to cut you off. He's still on his feet. So you get about 2 yards. There'll be another 3rd down. And this is exactly what the problem was last week with Republic, is that they could not get off the field on 3rd down conversions. But I feel like in this part, no matter if you get the stop on 3rd down, they're probably going to go for it. So 3rd down at 6 on the 24-yard line. 10 minutes remaining in this first quarter.
I'd like to see maybe a blitz here from the Nixa defense. 3rd and middle, 6 yards, maybe just a blitz, bring a little bit of heat to give Jackson Lucas some pressure.
Motion in the backfield by number 18. I can see it. Handoff Lucas. He keeps it. Oh, we're going to see. Oh, wow. Yeah, there it is. Penalty flag will fly. I was waiting for it. Face mask.
Yeah.
And that will hand Webb City their another first down. And, man, that's just a crucial mistake there by the Nixa defense. I thought they had gotten away with.
Yeah, they had him wrapped up. I mean,
man, that's just a costly penalty.
They had him wrapped up in the backfield. That would have been possibly the end of that drive if they elected to kick the field goal, but just 15-yard penalty now. First down.
So I think they're going to. What was the call?
Face mask.
But I thought it would be an automatic first down.
Did they not? I thought face mask was 15-yard.
No, it's 3rd and short, looks like. Whistles are blowing, trying to figure out what's going on here. Chain gang got a little messed up. I think they thought the exact same thing we did. Now they have to figure out where to... Oh, I think they're going to measure out here, maybe. Can't tell. I think no matter what happens on this third down play, they're probably going to go for it here. I mean, they're in the red zone.
Yeah, but I thought that was face mask. I thought maybe that was a 15-yard penalty, but we'll get it on 3rd and 1 here. Let's see what happens.
Lucas hands it off. That'll be a first down, a little bit more. He'll be down at about the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cardinals.
It's a great burst out of Andrew Elwell. I mean, some pressure right there. The D-line seemed to have him, but he just kind of bursted right through that hole that he saw.
Last time these two teams met, final score was 14-7. Webb City made 3 trips to the red zone in that game and didn't score once in any of them. Trying to change that right now. Same formation we've seen the past 4 plays. Lucas under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, hands it off to 27. He has a hole, but he's stopped after about a 4-yard gain. Ball came out apparently. Nixa seems to think they have it. See what the call is, and they're going to call him down. Same formation we've seen the past 4 plays. Lucas under center, takes the snap. Andrew Young and Cohen Epler will come in here. Both wide receivers. They're both out left of Lucas. Lucas keeps it, was wrapped up and got away. Oh, crucial hit at that 1-yard line. And wow. Lucas wore that, and he's going to sit at the 3rd. Same formation we've seen the past 4 plays. 3rd down. Lucas under center.
Shot to take from Lucas,
takes the snap, fakes the handoff, hands it off to 27. He has a hole, but he's stopped after about a 4-yard gain. Ball. Nixa not used to being down early in games, so this could throw off the mojo of the Eagles heading into their first offensive drive. But they have to score first. 3rd and 1. QB sneak, touchdown Cardinals.
And that's just kind of the reliable play there at the 1-yard line, 3rd and 1. You know it's 4-down territory in this game between these two high-powered teams. And Jackson Lucas just sneaks right through the tackle in the guard in the center and finds the end zone.
Jackson Lucas will get the first credited touchdown of this game, and Webb City takes an early 6-0 lead as there's 7 minutes left in this first quarter. And now Nixa offense is ready to get on the field and even this one up. Extra point is good, 7-0.
Like you said, Nixa not used to being down early in games, so that might be a wake-up call to them, to their defense. Get fired up next play, because we know they're very competitive. They don't like getting scored on.
You just look back at that face mask penalty or whatever penalty it was that caused the replay of 3rd down. I for sure thought it was face mask, but it may have been something else. But that they had it was either right on the line of scrimmage or they had a tackle for loss, and instead they gave him yards and gave him 3 yards, which is going to be a shame. And
that changed the whole projection of the drive. I mean, they had a 3rd and 6, maybe force a pass against the Webb City who likes to run, but no, they get 3rd and 1, easier first down opportunities, and then they just kept going into the end zone. It's just penalties like that. We saw Republic commit last week against Nixa, which kind of helped them lose the game, and you just don't want to see Nixa lose to the penalties.
Yeah, I mean, if you have penalties on Nixa, they will definitely take advantage of them. So I can't even imagine what Webb City's going to do if they get some penalties too. So we're going to see the first kick. Webb City today receiving hands team is out for Eagles. Kevon Flint all the way back. They're going to try a pooch kick. Fair catch is not called. Runs into a block of people, and it's a great gain by number 6, Brian Sandgren. But I think usually in that situation you're supposed to call fair catch just in case, but I don't know. He got a pretty good gain, and now Nixa will start with good field position. I don't know if they were trying to pooch kick or it was just a bad kick. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. But Nixa, similar field position like Webb City had last drive, so we'll see what they do here.
Eagles will start the 43-yard line. McKnight comes out with Ribera. To his left will be Barron Johnson, Kevon Flint, and I think that is Owen Locke, maybe. Meltebarger motions. Handoff Ribera. Ribera trips and falls, but he gets about 5 on that one. It'll be second and 5.
Expect to see a lot of Ribera tonight. We talked about a pregame show right before the game. Ribera is going to be the key player to this Nixa offense tonight.
And that receiver, I couldn't realize it was. I don't know why I didn't think of it. It's Wyatt Vincent. I mean, I don't know why that came to my head. Trips out left. Flint motions. Fake handoff. Ribera will get it. Up the middle. Ooh. Takes a rough hit, but look at the first down. Ribera gets up and looks okay. Nixa will move the chains. I mean, already averaging 5 yards a carry. Nixa averaged 9 yards a carry as a team last week against Republic. Johnson and Flint to the right with McKnight and Vincent to the left. Meltebarger motions again. Snap to McKnight. He hands off to Ribera once more. Ribera stopped for a gain of 3, excuse me. It'll be second and 7.
And that's a good win for the defensive line there. You know, completely new unit there. They all look, I mean, we talk about how towering this Nixa offensive line is, 6'4", 280-pound average. But that's a good break there for the defensive line of Webb City to get a stop, kind of hold Ribera.
And we're going to have a water break. I think it's time for us to send it down to our sideline reporter, DK Nelson. Maybe. All right. Take that as a no. So we're going to just talk about what we've seen so far. I mean, you guys are watching the same game as us so far. I mean, it's just a matter of penalties killed Nixa on that first drive, of course, like we mentioned. And now Nixa's moving the ball well. And that water break kind of gave him a second to get a breather. But I think that also gave Webb City a chance to talk about what went wrong in those first 3 plays of this drive.
Yeah, and I think Webb City totally in the huddle was just preaching to his guys. I mean, expect the run. McKnight may not feel comfortable in this game yet against this great secondary that we've talked about, so Webb City just got to be ready for this run game from Nixa.
McKnight takes the handoff, he'll keep it himself. Taken down from behind. Number 7 for the Webb City Cardinals is going to be Josh McDaniel. And now, I think there was a loss of a yard, maybe 2. Now it's going to be 3rd and 9, I believe. Pistol formation.
Loss of 2 yards, 3rd down and 9 for Nixa.
McKnight. Check down Vincent. Vincent's hit as he gets a reception. Flags called, and I think we're going to see a roughing the passer. Late hit on McKnight.
That was definitely a late hit. I saw, I mean, ball was already out, and I look over after the reception, he's just getting blown up.
And a stupid penalty by Cardinals, and it will be first down for the Eagles. Yep. So Cardinals with a costly penalty, and when you just when you thought Nixa had gotten off the field, I guess personal fouls aren't automatic first downs. But anyway, it's going to be 3rd and 2 now for the Eagles, and I think no matter what, this is 4-down territory for John Perry and the Eagles.
Yeah, especially if that opening drive touchdown from Webb City, 4-down territory, definitely.
Oh, they counted from the wrong spot. First down, Eagles. Wow, still going. I mean, if you look up costly penalty on Google, that play is going to show up right there. I mean, that's just the textbook definition of you just got one of the best offenses in the COC off the field on their first drive, and now you let them have a first down.
Yeah, and you just summed it up really well there. I mean, Nixa just going to come back out here and do what they do. Now it's going to be much harder to you can stop a team once, but they say stop them twice as hard. Can you stop them 3 times? So Nixa back out here on the same drive.
Rivera gets the handoff, big hole for him. Cuts right, and he'll be down at about the 13 or 12-yard line. Oh, first down there. Wow, what a rush for Rivera.
First down for Nixa. From the 13, first and 10 from the 13-yard line.
Yeah, and you see on the replay just a great pull block from Hayden Mays. He ran across the middle of the field and got that linebacker coming in.
First and 10 on the 12-yard line. Handoff for Rivera again. Touchdown, Eagles. Dylan Rivera does what he does best, 12-yard rush, and Nixa gets on the board here and the extra point waiting for the tie.
And you know, here's a guy, Dylan Rivera. He's just such a great runner. He has great vision, great burst. He saw the holes right there as they formed, and he ran all the way to the end zone. You know, he's such a gritty runner. He's not scared of the contact. He knows he's going to get hit, and he's just willing to do anything to score.
Have you been watching a lot of Chris Collinsworth lately? You started with What a Guy. Oh, here's a guy, excuse me.
He inspired me last night.
Extra points, no good. So Webb City will keep the lead. And now Webb City will get the ball back.
And Kamke had some kicking issues last year, and they brought in Jordan Cribbs to kick for him.
And we're going to send it down now to our silent reporter, DK Nelson, who's ready for us now.
I'm DK Nelson reporting live from Webb City. If you take a look behind me at the student section, you can see that it is a packed house tonight. And this isn't any short drive. This is at least an hour drive, and this is what high school football is all about. Driving hours to support your team. Thank you. Back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, DK. And wow, that's costly. We're going to see number 37 for the Nixa Eagles out to kick. That'll be Jonah Fields.
Special teams group definitely don't want to let up a return like last time that set them up for to score a touchdown. Looking to pin them deep here.
Shorter kick than last time. DeGraff and Reed will take it at the 10. Parker Mann will wrap him up and put him down about the 31-yard line. Still a great return. This Webb City Hands team has been pretty great at blocking. And now the Nixa defense will come on the field. 4:19 in the first quarter. Nixa trails by 1 after a mixed extra point. For just now joining us, I'm Aiden Hopkins alongside my partner, Brady Richard. Both teams 1-0. Nixa with a statement win against Republic last week. And Webb City spoiled the COC opener of Lebanon. Lucas under center. He kept it. Nothing but green turf in front of him. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lucas had everyone fooled on the Nixa defense, and the Cardinals take a 13-6 lead. But there is a bright side to it. I mean, I guarantee you that this Webb City defense is gassed. It's kind of a similar situation as last week when Nixa did pretty much the exact same thing. But Webb City...
And you may see, we get a replay here, you may see it.
He kept it.
It was 13. McCoy Sullivan kind of looked confused. He didn't know who had the ball. He kind of just stopped and stood there, and that allowed Lucas to see that hole. He just punched right through it.
Oh, extra point nearly blocked, but it hit the goalpost but went in. 14-6. And man.
But back to what I was saying, I mean, McCoy Sullivan, costly mistake. He just didn't know who had the ball. He just kind of stopped there and stared at the play happening. He thought maybe it was dead, but no. Jackson Lucas ran right past him and went all the way to the house.
Now we're going to put up a QR code for our Nixa Live donation read. If you are hoping, if you're wanting to support Nixa Live and you love everything we do, we have a wish list of things you can buy us, or you can just donate. Any amount helps. Scan that QR code on your screen right now. Pause the stream, so we're probably going to take it off soon. But anything you can give us helps. I mean, we travel a lot. We go everywhere. We get pretty much every sport Nixa has to offer, and we travel with them. So, yeah, if you're willing to support us, that would be amazing, and we would appreciate anything you can give. 14-6 to score. Webb leads the Cardinals after a one-play touchdown. Sangren gets it again, and he'll be stopped at the 41-yard line. Get deja vu because it's pretty much the exact same thing that happened last time. So now Eagles offense will come on the field once again. It's a crucial drive. All the momentum's on the Webb City side. I mean, of course, Nixa did score on the last drive, but it's just a matter of fact that they just dominated that Nixa defense, and you haven't seen that yet this season. 14-6. False start will be called. And looks like Nixa is starting to get in their head.
Yeah, just mistakes like that can add up, and false starts you don't want to see from an offense. Just undisciplined play. I mean, it can kill teams. I mean, if you watched the Ravens-Chiefs game last night, you saw those offensive line penalties killed them in that game.
McKnight, hands off. Roberto lost it. He goes on top of it. It'll be 2nd and 14. Whew. Nixa lucky to draw. Actually, probably be more than that. It'll be 2nd and 15 still, I think. Man.
Yeah, I think Nixa, either this down or the next down, we were talking about them feeding Rivera, but I think they need to bring out a passing play. Just something to give them momentum, get that offense rolling again. Because that's just 2 plays in a row there that can just kill your morale.
McKnight rolls to his left, looking for someone. Gives it to Roberto. Roberto will catch it on the sideline, and he will be about 2 yards short of the line of gain. It'll be 3rd and 2. Great job there by Adam McKnight to stay composed. His first read, Wyatt Vincent was not open. Scrambled out left. Tried to make a throw, couldn't, and then saw Roberto. Now we're going to have a timeout here.
Yeah, and you see on the replay, that's a great pump fake for McKnight. He got the corner that was going after Roberto to jump to the left because he thought maybe he'd throw it the other way. Gave Roberto more time to move.
I don't know if we have another. What was the problem? Is there an injury or? Oh, yes, there's a Webb City Cardinal down on that Nixa sideline. Not a great sight. Hope he's okay. As we look at this 3rd down here, what do you think is the game plan for Nixa? Like you said, they just passed, got that out of the way. Do you think Roberto, you think just feeding Roberto is the play here? And
I think that'll be one of their options. I think they run read option, RPO, whatever you want to call it. I think they'll give them 2 options instead of just because Webb City's probably expecting Roberto here, so the read option will give you a chance at least if they have Roberto covered for McKnight on the keeper to maybe go and get those. They only need 2 yards. I mean, then they are kind of in no man's land, 40 to 40-yard lines, kind of no man's land, so we could see them go for it on 4th down either way.
Nola Dooley, the D-end, down on that Nixa sideline. He's walking by himself. He looks like he was in a lot of pain. Now he's jogging to the sideline. So it'll be 3rd down and about 3 for the Eagles offense. Pistol formation. Flint and Johnson to the right. Vincent on the left. McKnight. Third and 3. Roberto gets the handoff. Has room. trying to get the ball stripped. He goes down and makes sure that he doesn't lose control of the ball. And it'll be first down Eagles. Great play, heads-up play there by Rivera, because if he would have kept running, he would have lost control of that one. Great ball security by him. It'll be first down for the Eagles at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and just another great run by Rivera. I mean, that speed that he has, it's just they can't match it right now. I mean, he just flies through the middle, and he's just got green grass ahead of him. But like you said, great awareness, and I'll let the ball get stripped from him.
Hand off in the backfield to Flint. That's going to be a face mask, looked like, but Flint has open field. Gets hit hard at the 20-yard line. Will be enough for the first down. It looked like he got his face mask grabbed in the backfield. Great job by Flint to get away from that tackle in the backfield, and they're not going to give him the first. It will be second and inch. Oh, yeah, they will. First down, Eagles. 20-yard line, and they enter the red zone for the second time today.
And that was a great hit at the end there from Andrew Young, though. I mean, he's one of those great corners that these Webb City Cardinals have. He had a touchdown and an interception last week against Lebanon. He's someone to look out for this Nixa offense.
Rivera gets the handoff. He gets about 1 yard. It'll be second and 9. Second and 8, apparently. Rivera has a hole. Has Cantwell in front of him blocking. And man, Rivera just moves. It doesn't matter what's attached to him. He just keeps going. And that'll be a first down, and he'll be down at the 3-yard line. Man, that's just so impressive. I mean, he just keeps pushing.
But one of those things he has attached to him is 5-star offensive tackle Jackson Cantwell. So
I guess that kind of helps.
Yeah, just great blocking downfield from Jackson Cantwell to stay with his running back and let him get those extra yards.
3rd and 3. Touchdown, Eagles. Rivera with ease, and his Nixa offense is working with ease, but so is the Webb City one. And we're going to see if they're going to go for 2. Believe they're going to just stick with the extra point. Kimke will get another shot here.
And Rivera with his second one of the day. I mean, he had 3 touchdowns last week. We said in pregame he would be, I predicted over 150 yards, possibly matching his 3 touchdowns, and he's already almost matched his touchdowns here.
That one good there. 14-13 is the score now. And Nixa defense gets a breather. And now Coach Richardson and Coach Nelson are preaching to him on that 35-yard line on that Nixa sideline. Try to get him to lock in here and get a stop.
Just great blocking downfield from Jackson.
Webb City tied for number 2 in the Class 5 rankings. And Nixa number 6 in Class 6.
Nixa number 6 in Missouri. They're chasing after that state championship this year. Just came up short against Rockhurst last year, but I personally think they have a better team this year. I think they're more well-rounded. They got a better quarterback, in my opinion. And I think they really have a good shot to go all the way this year. But
this Webb City team is going to be a test.
yeah, I was about to say, this Webb City game will be good practice for them because those beasts, Rockhurst, Lee Summit, Rockbridge, all of them up there in Kansas City, St. Louis area.
The Graffin will take it at the 12-yard line. He'll go right this time. Has a hole. Goes right to Carter Fangirl, and he'll be down at the 29-yard line.
And DeGraffin Reed's been returning these kicks, but I want to see him more involved in this offensive game. I mean, he's a 6'2", big physical target. I mean, he's pretty good speed. He can high point the balls which obviously helps with catching over his defenders, mossing them, you could say. And I just want to see Webb City utilize him more on the offense. I mean, I'm pretty sure he had a big touchdown last week from Andrew Lucas. Lucas had 3 passing touchdowns last week with only 5 completions. So
Trickery motions. Lucas rolling right, has no one to pass to. He's scrambling. He'll be forced out of bounds after a gain of 7. What a great job by him. And he turns nothing into something. And now it'll be 2nd and 3.
I think Nixa escaped from a late hit there.
I don't know. He wasn't fully giving himself
see it
up.
right here.
He wasn't fully giving
Yeah,
himself
yeah.
up, in my opinion. He still had his body to turn to the left. So I think that was a great job by Nixa defense to stay aware. Usually when someone's giving himself up, he only got a gain of 5 there. But usually when someone's giving himself up, they're going to be like, slowing down. Lucas. Handoff up the middle. No, Lucas kept it. He runs right into Parker Man. Ball came out, but he was down first.
This Webb City offense is fooling me. I mean, they got 3 in the backfield. Lucas is prone to keeping it this game. I mean, they can hand it off to Elwell, who's a big running back. They got Tella, too.
It's just the same. It's pretty similar to Republic's.
Yeah.
It's just a lot less reverse handoffs. I mean, we haven't seen one yet. But Republic love to do that reverse handoff there. It almost just being a quarterback in the Webb City football system is just being a magician. You have to be able to hide the ball from the defense, And this game is already higher scoring than it was last year, and we're not even at the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Lucas kept it. QB sneak. It'll be first down for the Cardinals. And this is just, I don't really know what Nixa defense at the end of the first quarter doing wrong here. I mean, it's just a guessing game at this point.
It's just a trench battle. I mean,
so 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line, and that will be the end of the first quarter. 14-13. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back.
Air Service is ready to install your ultimate game day upgrade. Make your home the MVP of your neighborhood with gemstone lights. Create custom patterns, animations, and colors. Get gemstone lights today and take your outdoor lighting game to the next level.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.
Don't fumble when it comes to your home's comfort. Our Air Services team is on the ball with all your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. We offer fast, same-day service, top-quality products. Get in touch with us today and score your peace of mind.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.
We're back here, start of the second quarter. Webb City first down on the 42-yard line. Nixa had a chance to stop the Cardinals early on that first drive, but a costly penalty gave Webb City another shot. And now we're here, 14-13. Lucas pitches it to the right. That one just goes nowhere. He's blown up right at the line of scrimmage. Number 9 with the tackle, Tobias Thompson.
there was a great play by Thompson there. I mean, he saw him pitch it back and just stayed right with the running back. Wasn't fooled. Didn't think he was going to keep it and just went for the tackle. Great play.
So 2nd and 10. Cardinals yet to complete a pass. Graffinreed motions, stuffed to the line, bounces off some linemen. That'll be a gain about 3. Be 3rd and 6, and this is a big play for the Nixa defense because I really don't think it's close enough territory to where it's 4 down yet. So I think if they get a stop here with a gain of any less than 3, I'd say Webb City will punt it.
It's definitely not 4 down territory right now. See right there in the scoreboard, 2nd and 10. Nixa just needs to get a Like you said, minimal stoppage here. Might see a pass out of Webb City.
2 receivers out to the right. 3rd down. Lucas steps back, wide open. Got a receiver, overthrown. Crucial mistakes by Jackson Lucas. 4th down, Cardinals. And just a blown secondary there by the Eagles, and did not make the catch. And number 14 for the Webb City Cardinals, Derek Wagner, just shrugging. And I think the Cardinal offense is staying on the field here. 4th and 6.
Set of Webb City. I don't know what the problem was.
Lucas,
There
step back, wide open.
secondary. Maybe he thought a safety was going to be there for him, or got burnt. But that was blown coverage, and he was in no man's land.
Here comes the punt team. Kevon Flint back quickly. Fake punt. He trips and falls. He was down, and that is just a horrible play call. That is the most ridiculous play call I've ever seen in my life. And Webb City Cardinals just handed the Eagles field position. I mean, if you're going to run a fake punt, don't slip and fall.
I don't know if they're trying to fool him with the delayed formation, or I don't know. I mean, I just don't think that's the play call in the moment. I mean, it's only a 1-point game. I just punt him the ball, and it's not like I don't think their punter would have put it in the back of the end zone. So yeah, like you said, a ridiculous play call. I don't see the logic there.
McKnight will go in the slot. We saw this a little bit last week. Wildcat for Ribera. Pitches it back. McKnight, wide open. Touchdown, Eagles. Trickery for the Eagles. First play, touchdown. Nixa leads for Ribera.
And a little bit of magic from the Eagles offense. That was Maddox Gibson coming in to pass the ball to McKnight. Quarterback-to-quarterback connection. And McKnight now has a rushing touchdown, passing touchdown, receiving touchdown. He's got them all now.
QBU. Extra point is good. 20-14. Wow, what a play call from Dustin Baldwin and the Eagles there. And man, that's amazing. That was awesome.
Man, it's such a gutsy play call in the moment, but whenever it works out, you question it whenever you see it happening, but it works out, and you're like,
man, I could watch that play all day.
And what a throw for Maddox Gibson. I mean, that was like a 30-yard pass. And then McKnight with the great catch. I mean, that's just a great all-around play by the offense. See it on replay here. No, even our cameras were tricked out, I guess.
McKnight celebrated a little early there. Man, that was so impressive. The kick is up. DeGraffrey will catch it at the 10-yard line. Has a hole, but he runs in.
Oh, that was a big hit from Parker Mann coming in at the end.
I mean, the holes are opening up. They're just not hitting them. So first down for the Webb City Cardinals, and now the momentum's all on that Eagles sideline. Lucas keeps it, brought down by his jersey. 2nd and 10. I mean, a tackle's a tackle. I mean, stat sheet doesn't show videos of what you did. It just shows how you did it. I mean, that's great. Great job there by the Eagles defense.
Yeah, and Kelly grabbed him by the back of the jersey and just tugged him down. It doesn't matter how you get them down as long as they're down.
Second and 10. You can feel the momentum shifting. here at Cardinal Stadium in Webb City. Nixa leads 20-14. Lucas rolling out right. Dukes out a defender. He's hit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
And Lucas has taken some big hits this game. I mean, he had one at the goal line down there earlier. He took a QB sneak with basically the whole line on him. I think he's got to be careful before he gets injured.
Third and 1. Crucial moment here in this first half. Lucas, handoff in the backfield. First down, and there's green grass. Randy Flint trying to catch up. McCoy Sullivan and Randy Flint will get there. First down, Webb City, and they're in the red zone. And what a monster game Isaiah Taylor is having for the Webb City Cardinals. I mean, man, he is a big boy, and he can move.
Yeah, and that's just great blocking from that right guard and center and tackle all together. Opened up the hole on the right side for Taylor. And like you said, he's a big boy. He can move through there. But flagged down by Flint and Sullivan.
1st and 10, 19-yard line. Lucas. Hands off to Taylor again. This time he goes nowhere. It'll be a gain of about, he still got 2 yards there. 2nd and 8.
We've got a 2nd down and 8 from the 17.
Second and 8. Handoff right side. Be about 5 yards short. Now we are in 4-down territory, but I feel like at this point, if you were to get stopped on this 3rd down, I feel like you would just kick the field goal just for the extra assurance. I mean, I think it all depends on how many yards they gain on 3rd down. I mean, if they're 4th and inches, they're probably going to QB sneak it again like they have been.
And Webb City, this whole game has been establishing their run game. Honestly, I mean, they're not lined up for it, but maybe some RPO play action here, get that defense fooled, and maybe some open receiver downfield.
Stops short, it looks like. And just like I mentioned, it'll be 4th and 1. And now it's going to be a matter of stopping this QB sneak. Ooh.
Yeah, and stopping the QB sneak's one of the hardest thing to do as a defensive line. You just got to pinch inside. Try to overpower the center and guards.
4th and 1. Wait for a play call, and I think we might have a timeout. Yeah, they're just going to let that play clock go all the way to 1 second. Just draining that clock, making sure Nixa doesn't have that much time if they get their hands on the football. We want to thank the Community Foundation of the Ozarks for providing us with a grant for our new equipment. Their support allows us to improve our broadcast each year. Thank you, Community Foundation of the Ozarks, for your support of Nixa Live. 6:08 remaining here in the 2nd quarter. 20-14 is the score. I'm Aiden Hoppus alongside my partner Brady Richard for just joining us. Nixa started out on defense, got a 3rd down stop, but then a penalty gave them another attempt on that 3rd down. Webb City converted, ended up scoring, making the score 7-0. Nixa responded pretty quickly. They also had a penalty that freed them of getting off the field, and they made it 7-6 with the missed extra point. Webb City came down again, took the lead 14-6, and then Nixa evened the game up with Ribera getting a 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. Nixa with a big 4th down stop on a fake punt, and then a little bit of trickery for the Eagles puts them up 20-14 now. Nixa does get the ball at half.
That's why this play is so crucial, because you get the ball back here and score, and then you get the ball next half. That's a 2-score or 3-score lead, actually.
4th and 1. Handoff up the middle. Jackson Lucas kept it. Is it going to be short? Just pins on the spot. Lucas was wrapped up, and then he got away from the tackle and got some yardage. It's just a matter of, is he going to be? And I think they're going to measure. Oh, don't you love football, Brady Richard? This is going to be crucial.
Yeah, and I think I saw it right. I think it was Parker Mann in the backfield first that stunned him, and then the rest of the troops came coming in.
I mean, that's just crucial. You had him wrapped up in the backfield. Lucas got away, and now this measurement is important, telling the team to stay away.
It looks like Mann was going for the strip on that tackle.
Here it is. First down Eagles, it looks like from our, and yes it is. First down Eagles. They're not making the call yet. That's the thing. I mean, it seems pretty clear. They're going to try to put a note card in between it. No! No! Highway robbery in Webb City, Missouri. First down Cardinals. Unreal.
I mean, from up here, that looked clear as day. And Perry's all over the field. He's obviously mad.
Timeout here, water break, and man, that is unreal. First down Cardinals. And yeah, this is a bad time for a water break, because John Perry's going to come out here and talk to the white hat. Man, unbelievable.
I mean, from up here, that looked clear as day. I mean, looked like Nixa had stopped them, and they're going to gain momentum.
And we're going to go to the sideline with our sideline reporter, DK Nelson. Sorry to cut you off, Brady.
I'm DK Nelson reporting live from Webb City. It is a 6-point game right now. Every single matchup that these two teams have against each other are always very competitive. Nixa looking for their 4th win in a row against Webb City.
First and 9. Man, that's so frustrating. Handoff. Down at the 2-yard line.
Strong run from Taylor. Bulldoze Nixa safety Ty Kellis. Gets all the way up to 3-yard line.
Such a crucial moment in this game, and Webb City's going to take their sweet time snapping this ball. Man, still cannot get over that. QB sneak seemed a bit early. So now be 3rd and 1.
Takes it down to the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal, number 1.
Great defense from the Nixa interior defensive line, not letting that QB sneak go any further. Obviously, 4-down territory, just got to do it 2 more times. Let's see if they can hold up. And notice this, I feel like this Nixa defense is getting a bit worn down, the thing we said they didn't want to do, but they've just been on the field for so long now.
Touchdown Cardinals.
And that spot call proves to be just a crucial call. I mean, ties up the game now. Now they have a chance to take the lead, but that call just changed the projection of the game.
Extra point to get the lead. It's good. 21-20.
I'm waiting to see McCoy Sullivan block one of these field goals or extra points. He comes flying off the edge. You get so close every time.
That's just such a frustrating way to give up a touchdown, man. I mean, it's got to go with it. I mean, you can't change anything now. So 21-20 is the score. Nixa will get the ball. I don't know if they're going to take a shot here or try to drain out the clock as much as they can because, like I mentioned, they do get the ball at half. So they could go up 2 scores. The question is, if Nixa scores right here, do you think they should go for 2?
At this moment, no. No. They get ball first next half. I just don't think. I mean, it's a high risk and you get a high reward, but I just don't think it's worth it at the moment. Especially with touchdown, you still take the lead. I think they just play out as a normal touchdown.
Pooch kick. The 30-yard line is Ty Kellis, I believe. He'll be taken down about the 41-yard line. And now Nick's offense will come back on the field. And I bet they're not happy right now either. 10 plays, 70 yards on that scoring drive for the Webb City Cardinals.
And this Nixa offense, I mean, they're surely going to be fresh, but they had such a great scoring drive, you know, with the trick play, and they were on that sideline for what felt like forever. So we're just wanting to see if they can match that intensity they have the scoring drive.
Robura stopped, man. He got about 3 there. Second and 6. False start on this offensive line. And now it'll be 2nd and 11.
And on that first and second drive, the penalties riddled them, almost giving up the ball if it wasn't for that one personal foul in Webb City. I don't want to see them come back to haunt them here either.
2nd and 11 for the Eagles. That's not a false start. Nixa did not go down to the 3-point stance and they moved. That is not a false start. And another false start. Man, these refs just got something, I guess. 2nd and 16.
They weren't.
But Nixa did not go down to their stance. Their O-lineman did, and they transferred. They moved. If they don't go down to their stance, they can't call a false start.
I don't know, just questionable call. We saw the other one with the spot. Well, we've seen Nixa overcome harder things. Let's see what they do here.
What is happening? Personal foul on Nixa. Oh, delay of game, excuse me, sorry.
Just unfortunate series of events. I mean, pushing them back. Oh, 2nd and 21, just
2nd and 26 now, I think.
26. Almost like I jinxed them. I said the penalties can riddle them, and here they are riddling them.
29-yard line, first down markers at the 50. McKnight rolling out right, looking for someone to pass to. Can't find anybody, will keep the ball. He has a hole. Gonna cut left. He's got room. Flag thrown. McKnight will be down about at the 31-yard line. There's a flag. Everyone's pointing backwards and don't know what the call is. And again,
I think it's maybe an illegal block in the back, possibly. I just saw Webb City player fly to the ground, but it could be something else.
I don't know what that signal means. And
yeah, I think the play will get called back.
And then again, Noah Dooley from Webb City continues to hobble off as he was injured earlier down that Nixa sideline. He came back and he's seeing the trainer once again. So, second down and 23. I don't know how we went. I don't know what's going on. There's so much going on right now. (21-20). And now we're going to have a timeout by Nixa, which they clearly need.
Yeah, just some mistakes over and over. You just got to talk it over now and let your guys regroup. I mean, just not what we see out of Nixa normally, just out of character. Such a successful team to be having those penalties like that.
21-20. Webb City student section starting to get riled up. We'll take a look around the COC right now. Carthage up against Ozark. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Brady, but Carthage is up 21-0 on Ozark right now.
Still possible, 24-point comeback.
No update on Joplin and Lebanon just yet. Republic's up 7-0 on Waynesville. Neosho 20-7 up on Kickapoo. Man, this is just going to be interesting drive to say the least. Wow, Branson not COC anymore, but they're going down on Camden to 21-0. McKnight rolling right, has a hole. He can do it all. 20-yard run for Adam McKnight, and just like that, it's 3rd and 2.
And his nickname, you know, they call him McNasty because he is nasty on the field. I mean, he can, like you said, he can do it all. We catch a touchdown, throw touchdowns, a great run there. Now 3rd down and 3, way to chop into that yardage.
3rd and 3. 2 minutes left in this first half. Nixa gets the ball first. If they score on this drive, could be crucial. Johnson motions. Ribera gets the handoff. Bouncing out right. They're trying to strip the ball. Whistle's going to blow as he got the first down and a little bit more. It'll be first down for the Eagles. I mean, after all that, they get the first. McKnight, check down Flint. Flint spins out his corner. He's got room. Breaking away. One man behind him. Touchdown, Eagles! You can give them as many penalties as you want. They will continue to score. 26-21, Nixa leads.
Like you said, it was just a check down route to Flint, but he caught the ball, looked around, saw nothing but open field, and took it all the way to the house. And man, is Flint quick.
Man, adversity is the word of this first half, and Nixa has overcame it many times. Extra point attempt. 27-21. Nixa. Man, what a drive. Nixa offense has yet to be stopped. They have scored every single time they have touched the ball in these first 2 games they've played.
And their big 3 on offense, McKnight, Flint, and Ribera. Ribera's contributed already this game. But that drive, we saw McKnight with 20-yard run to get them into the to get them close. Ribera got the first down, and then Flint capped it off with his touchdown.
And 21. The Eagles will get the ball back at half. We're going to step aside for halftime. We'll be back to you, talk to you guys in about 10 minutes. See you guys then. Welcome back, everyone. We're back from technical difficulties. Somehow our cord got unplugged. We had it dropped all the way down to the ground. We're in the press box. We had to rerun it. So it was a pretty hectic situation. Anyways, Webb City got the ball back with about 2 minutes, actually about 1:30 left in that first half. They took a deep shot on one play. Great coverage by Randy Flint, broke that up. They got a couple first downs. They entered their drive on the 45-yard line. They did not score. So as we head into halftime, 27-21 to score. We're going to talk to you guys in about 10 minutes about what we saw in the first half and what we should expect going through the second half. See you guys then.
Everyone deserves to not have to go to school worries. They deserve to get to sit there and learn and have fun. And I love that this event provides that for them.
Year 7 brought a little bit of some trials for us. We went into it planning to take care of about 800 kiddos, and then we had some really good conversations with our planning committee, our outside resources. We needed to look for not that 800 number that we were totally anticipating, but closer to 1,000. So we went to Abundant Blessings, we went to Children's Smile Center, we went to Lisa These, we went to North Point and said, how can you come alongside of us to help us take care of 1,000 kiddos?
Yes, it's huge, especially as a single mom. Dad's not involved, so I'm pretty much doing this all on my own. The free backpacks, the free shoes, everything, it's nice to come and get stuff to help out. Everybody's friendly and helpful, and when it comes to special needs and everything, like both of them need headphones instead of earbuds. they're fine, get a pair of headphones, you know.
This is our 4th year coming to Back to School Bash, and it's really helpful for when you're a family of lower income that we can get all of the supplies that we need for this year. He got a new backpack, he has gotten all of his supplies and everything. He went and got a brand new pair of shoes that's perfect in his color scheme of blue and green. He is a low maintenance, loves to just be able to put some water in his hair and go out the door, so what he's getting is going to be perfect for him.
Oh my gosh, it's been such a great opportunity to get to talk to families who, some of them have a dentist, but they're looking for a different provider. Some of them don't, or they have been looking for a provider. So for me to have that exposure and be able to talk to them and let them know we're here in the community and we are here to help you, it's been amazing to be able to talk to them. So we were able to provide hygiene kits, oral hygiene kits for all of the students coming in today. So it's nice to know that maybe they don't have a toothbrush at home or they don't have toothpaste. Now you have a brand new toothbrush, toothpaste, all the supplies to have good oral hygiene and practice that yourself.
Our goal, just representing our Nixa chapter of Care to Learn here today, I think is just connecting with the parents and making sure that they know that we exist for their students. Letting them know that we're here for those weekend food bags. And a lot of people are familiar with that, but they're not familiar with a lot of the other things that Care to Learn supports, such as the hygiene products and help with vision care or health.
We love seeing the kids get so happy. Their faces just light up when they find that perfect pair of shoes. And I had a little boy earlier that his shoes matched his shirt perfectly, and he could not be more proud. It was wonderful to see. That excitement is very rewarding, and we loved the turnout we saw this morning. We got here and saw all the cars in the parking lot. Love that Nixa has the community support from the people, from the businesses, the school district itself to be able to support these kids and get them what they need.
We did some pre-packing this year on Thursday before the event. I reached out to Coach Blancett, Coach Hughes, Coach Zimmerman, our JROTC kids, our dance team, asking, would anybody have any time to come help us pack 900 plus bags to get ready for the bash? And nobody said, we'll see. Everyone said, yes, I can bring you 15, 20 volunteers. And they showed up early and they stayed late. And there was no complaints, and it went so quickly, and we're just so grateful for those teams. Huge shout out to Nixa Public Schools admin team for allowing us to work alongside our business community, our community members, to put together such a successful event for our Nixa students.
Hey Nixa Public Schools, Kevin Kopp here, and we wanted to give you another construction update. I'm out here at the site of the future Apex Activity Center, and we had construction workers out here at 4 a.m. working hard to get this project done. In fact, I'm going to turn it over right now to Logan, who's going to share you an update from Killian Construction.
So right now we're tying some rebar over here. We've just finished some pouring down on the west side of the building. So they're getting ready to set the grade beams, which will support the building. And that's what the steel structure is going to set on. We're going to be pouring the footings on the west side where the main build out or the interior of the building is going to go. We have had some weather days where the rain has not cooperated with us, but despite that, we have still been able to find time in the schedule to maintain and keep on track. Right now, weather permitting, we're on track to complete our schedule to finish by the 1st of July. For the next couple months, there's not going to be much going on that you're going to see going vertical anyways. Probably 1st of October to mid-October is when the structural steel is going to come in for the pre-engineered building, and that will start being erected at that time.
The Apex Activity Center isn't the only project being done right now. Let's hear from Caleb over at High Point for the High Point Classroom Addition and Storm Shelter.
Pretty much what you see behind me here, we got a masonry safe room structure that's going to provide, I think, it's 7 new classrooms and a couple bathrooms for the students. Beyond that, there is a traditional structural steel addition that has another, I think, 6 classrooms with it. So, pretty big addition, about 16,000 square feet. And it'll all get brick veneer, so it'll match the existing building as well. Coming out of the ground, you're always dealing with weather. So, of course, we had a very wet spring and that set us back, but luckily we have a really good crew out here working, and they've really pulled ahead to try to make up those delays. Right now we're about 52% complete.
Well, Logan and Caleb, thanks for the updates. A lot of progress happening right now. We're happy to report that we're on time and on budget, and we're excited about these awesome buildings that are going to be coming to our school system soon. We thank you so much. Nixa Public Schools are your public schools, and we thank you for your support.
Mr. Mon, are you okay?
Mrs. Goodell, we got a road!
We did get a road thanks to our wonderful taxpayers. They passed our bond, and JTSC has our own private road.
It looks so nice. How's it gonna work?
It does look so nice. So right now, let's go ahead and show our parents exactly how they'll come in each day for both drop-off and pickup.
Hey, here's some parents now.
Great!
So as you are entering our new road, you're coming from both directions on Rice Street. We do run a double lane into our new road. So whenever you come in, you can allow adequate space on both sides and pull all the way forward. You will continue to drive forward until you reach the closed gate or a parked car. This is a good time to go ahead and get your sign out and hang it on your rear view mirror so that way, whenever we load your child in the car, that is a smooth process. We will no longer enter our parking lot through Market Street. So you will need to ensure that you always enter through Rice Street, and we will begin this practice Thursday night at our open house.
Our gates will open at 8 a.m. for drop-off and 3 p.m. for pickup. Once they go up, you're going to merge just like you're used to, paying attention to the new lane markings to fill all of the available space. Please also pay attention to the adults on duty so that you can follow their guidance and get where you need to be. During drop-off, this time of transition is a great time for your student to unbuckle, get their backpack ready, and give you any hugs and kisses so that when your vehicle stops, they're able to exit quickly and get into the building. During pickup, having your passenger side open and available will let your child get in quickly, and you'll be able to get on your way much faster. Now that Market Street will be open and clear, as you exit, you are free to turn right or left, whichever way gets you home the fastest. The new 2-lane road also provides space for extra parking during events. If our parking lots are full, you can pull all of the way forward and park on the right side of the road, following any signage to make sure that you're leaving room for other families.
Thank you so much for your patience as we got our new road built and we had our construction on Cherry Street. We can't wait to welcome you back to JTSD Thursday night from 5 to 7 at our open house, and we hope that you enjoy coming on our new road. See you then.
Yeah, very emotional. Grandma, myself, and Dad dropped him off today. So yeah, we're all a little emotional.
Bye, baby! It's gonna be a great day!
Yeah, he's my first and only, so this was our very first experience in dropping him off, so this was a very big day for us.
First day of preschool. Super excited. He loves school. Sad he's growing up fast, but he's so excited, so we're excited for him.
How are you? Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
I always love the first day of school, and today's been great. Been at the high school. Of course, we are creating some memories for our parents today because you have some of the first-time 9th graders coming in, and you can tell they're looking around even though they've had a great orientation. Today's going to be a fun day for them, and then we have seniors, and then about to go over to some of the elementaries to get to see some of the kindergartners for their first day of school. It's just fun being a part of a team that's able to create memories for families, and we're off to a good start.
Good morning, guys.
Our greatest interventions are classroom teachers, and we're all supporting our teachers. We have great pairs, we have a great men team that's doing our best to make sure we support our buildings, because at the end of the day, we're serving our children, we're serving our community, and wanting to know that what we offer is second to none.
Welcome back, guys. A little different view here. We're on the field this time. 27-21 is the score at half. Nixa gets the ball. They lead against the Cardinals. A really, really weird scoring drive for Nixa. I mean, I'd say about 4 penalties there. Got pushed back. I mean, and then for the drive before that, there was the measurement that was short. So, I mean, penalties were a crucial part of that game for both sides. I mean, that first drive for Webb City, Nixa had a good third down stop, and then that penalty saved Webb City, and they got to go. They ended up scoring. First drive for Nixa offensively, same thing happened. I mean, they got him. Webb City stopped the Nixa offense for the first time ever by any team this season, and then a first down penalty gave him that. So it's just a struggle of penalties so far, but Nixa leads 27-21. Brady, what did you like out of both teams that first half?
I know we haven't seen it a lot from Nixa, but I really love their passing attack. They completed 100% of pass attempts. They had that touchdown from Maddox Gibson to Adam McKnight. I think Nixa got to utilize that pass more, utilize that matchup with Kevon Flint, and especially because he has the quick speed on one of their top 2 corners with Eggleston and Andrew Young. I could see that being a mismatch for Nixa, and they really need to emphasize that in their offense and keep feeding Ribeiro. We talked about it pregame. We talked about it all week. He has been eating tonight. He has 2 touchdowns. Great yardage. I'm not sure what the exact number is. 92 yards. So, I mean, just keep feeding him. He's their offense.
And then, of course, Webb City, 221 yards on the ground, 0 coming from passing. They are 0 for 4 on passing. Nixa, complete opposite of that. They are 4 for 4. They have a total of 107 passing yards. It's going to be a great second half, but what do you think both teams has to improve on to win this game?
You just mentioned it with Webb City, 0 for 4 passing. I think they need to improve their passing game. I mean, only 4 attempts and completing 0 of them, it's just not what you want to see. And their passing attempt, we saw it. Their quarterback Cam Pass last week. I mean, he had 3 touchdowns, 5 completions, but he has 3 touchdowns. So that was one of their main scorings last week. And Nixa, they just got to get that defense off the field quicker. I mean, that last Webb City scoring drive was too long for them. They looked tired, and they ran them out right at the goal line.
Piggybacking off you on that passing, I mean, Webb City should have 2 passing touchdowns right now. They had 2 wide open receivers. For one in the first quarter, the receiver dropped it, and in that second quarter, I think, he was wide open. It was just an overthrow from Jackson Lucas, and that's just crucial mistakes you can't make because Nixa will take advantage of those, as you see on the scoreboard right now, 27-21. So it's just a matter of Nixa needs to stay disciplined, and Webb City needs to figure out how to stop this Webb City, this Nixa offense, while also keeping their offense going as well.
And adding on to that, Nixa getting ball first this half, they can get a 2-score lead. Webb City needs to play good defense. They need to get that ball back, waste some of that clock, and score it real quickly.
Nixa, it's 6 penalties, 26 yards. Webb City, 1 penalty, 14 yards. But that 14-yard penalty was really crucial. And a matter of fact that, of course, like I mentioned, it did let Nixa go on and score. I mean, I feel like Webb City isn't doing as much of the holding the ball as we thought they would until that second quarter, whenever they got down there and that whole measurement thing happened where they called the first down, even though everyone thought it was short. I have no idea. I really looked short to me, but I could have been wrong. We didn't have camera on it, so we don't really know. But it was just a matter of fact that Webb City is taking advantage of the penalties, and in the second quarter, they went all the way down to the play clock, 1 second until they called timeout on a play. I think it was 4th and 1 on the goal line, or 3rd and 1, and they ended up scoring on that. But it's a matter of that limiting the touches that Nixa offense gets, as Nixa is already out of the locker room. Webb City nowhere to be seen. As Nixa, I think, is very confident in their defensive game plan. They just didn't execute how they would. And one thing that I saw that I haven't really seen out of Nixa ever is they're struggling of tackling. I mean, they had so many great players, maybe so many players wrapped up, but they just could not finish the tackle on that measurement play. If they would have got Jackson Lucas down on that first tackle attempt, I mean, the measurement wouldn't have been needed. But since he spun off there, it's just a matter that you got to do the defensive.
And I think tackling is their triple option. They run in the backfield, quarterback, running back, fullback. It's just so much to account for at once. We saw Republic run it last week. Nixa, I saw McCoy Sullivan, whenever they scored their touchdown with Jackson Lucas, he just kind of froze because he didn't know where the ball was. And that's just something that they need to overcome.
That was interesting. Anyways, like I mentioned, Webb, 221 yards rushing on the ground. I mean, everyone's going to look at Jackson Lucas on the stat sheet. 16 attempts, 113 yards, a 69-yard touchdown run, and he has 2 touchdown runs, but one of them was a QB sneak. But the other thing is, I think, in my opinion, the MVP for Webb City in that game, in that first half, was Isaiah Taylor. Isaiah Taylor 7 attempts, 81 yards, 42 yard rush. He's averaging 11 yards a carry. I mean, the guy, he's so big.
Yeah.
And he can just move. He just gives me Derrick Henry vibes. He's such a built person, and he can just take down the Nixa defense, and it was really impressive.
I was just about to say what you said, and kind of NFL comparison. Derrick Henry, saw him get in the open field, but he got flagged down by Flint and Sullivan. Something that comes to being such a big player like him, but you can definitely use that size. He ran over Nixa tacklers, great trucks, and he has good vision for a running back. So I mean, I want to see Webb City use him more too in their offense.
Yeah, Isaiah Teller. I mean, it wasn't just a matter of the fact that he had 81 yards on 7 attempts. It was the fact that he continued to improve on third down. See, he was their third down guy, 3rd and 7, I think, one time, and he ended up getting about 15 yards. I mean, he does not crack under pressure, which is a very great thing for a running back. Dylan Rivera, like I mentioned, of course, had a great first half, 12 attempts, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns, 7 yards a carry for him. Kevon Flint, he has 1 rush, 10 yards, and Adam McKnight has 2 rushes and 18 yards. Maddox Gibson, ESPN type stat about a drop. He throws a touchdown 100% of the times he throws a ball in a varsity game. He's 1 for 1 touchdown. So, I mean, just a little bit of trickery from the offense. And I think they had another trick play lined up, but the refs called a false start on it. Basically, I think the whole point of it was that the linemen wouldn't go down in their stance, and so they were going to shift and try to throw that defense and just have it be like a big run play to one side of the field. But I think that the refs either they did something wrong on Nix's end, or the refs didn't understand what was going on. I don't think you can overturn a penalty. So it's just a tough sequence of events. But I think the most impressive play I saw in that first half was all those penalties Nixa just took, the delay of game, the holding, everything. Yeah, false start, everything that happened. And then it's 2nd and 23, and McKnight scrambles to the right, has nobody to pass to, finds a hole and gets 20 yards, and then they end up scoring. I think they end up scoring a touchdown later in the drive.
And McKnight did that twice, but it got called back again. So McKnight he's not afraid to get hit, uses his legs a lot. He had a 70-yard touchdown last week, and it's just a great thing whenever you're the quarterback that can move. It just makes offense so much easier, and you see the Eagles using it here.
When we lost our power, I don't know if you heard Brady's stat, if you want to share that one about Adam.
Yeah, Adam McKnight, passing touchdown, receiving touchdown, rushing touchdown all the season. He's got the big 3, only one he needs. Maybe they put him in on defense for a pick six.
Little fumble recovery for a touchdown. All right, we're about 3 minutes out from kickoff. We will see you guys back in the booth. That'll be good.
7th graders to come over to get familiar with the building before they transition to us full-time. Summer school is also a great opportunity for students to take classes we don't technically offer during the school year. We have a rockets class that we offer, a science class where they get hands-on dissection opportunities, which we don't offer during the school year. This summer we're able to offer archery, which will be included in PE but not in an entire class next year. So that's a great opportunity for our students.
So it's through the National Archery in Schools program, which is a nationally recognized program around the United States. And when I got here, there was really nothing like that in place for our students, and so I thought, what a great opportunity. Number one, to introduce kids to something a lot of them have never done before or even seen before. But more importantly, it's a chance for those kids who aren't involved in a traditional sport to be involved in a team activity, because ultimately the goal here is to have a junior high archery team. What I told these kids the very first day was, you have to have 0 athletic experience to be a successful archer. And they've really bought in. We've had a good summer.
We have a great time. He teaches us a lot. He teaches us good techniques and how to make our aiming and rhythm better.
I've learned how to aim better and have better accuracy, and I still haven't learned how to add up the arrow numbers yet.
A lot of students that have participated in summer school say that they're a lot more comfortable when they come to orientation. It's not as nerve-wracking. Lockers scare 7th graders a lot, and so just having the opportunity to know where lockers are, how to open a locker. They also have met friends. It's hard because you have 3 different buildings feeding into one big building where they've already met some new friends from other buildings when they're here.
My friend's not doing it, and I'm like, you're gonna have to catch up on friends. Because it's a way to make friends with new people and introduce and just have fun.
I've seen some kids make some great strides from early in the year, barely hitting the target, to now we score the targets with points, and now I got those same students are shooting in the mid to high 40s, which is ultimately like the max scores of 50, and so they really progressed a lot.
Hey, Nixa Public Schools, Kevin Kopp here, and we wanted to give you another construction update. I'm out here at the site of the future Apex.
Yep. I'm good, I'm fine.
Start of the second half, onside kick, gets between the hands team. Who jumped on it? Flag. And Nixa seems to have recovered. So crisis averted there. Sorry for sounding a little out of the breath. If you're just not joining us, I'm Ian Thompson. This is my partner Brady Richard. We just sprinted from the track here. It was tough. Personal foul against Webb City. So that will extend that recovery about 10 or 15 yards. I think it's 15 in high school. I have no idea. I'm going to take a break real quick. You could talk.
No, man, I'm taking a break too. I may have hit Usain Bolt speed up here.
I just ran stairs. We shouldn't have gone to the truck. I think that was our problem.
Yeah.
27-21, McKnight. Low snap, but takes care of it. Hands it off to Roberto. Roberto bounces off a couple defenders. He'll be down after about a gain of 5. All right. I think I'm good. Second and 5 for the Eagles. Pistol formation. Handoff again to Ribera. Has a hole, and he gets the first a little bit more. The whistle should be blown by now, but he just keeps going. He'll be down right about there. That is so impressive. And I mean, good props to the rest for letting him play there, but
yeah, and that Nixa O-line is so strong. I mean, they just keep pushing Ribera, and Ribera's
handoff again to Ribera.
Will to not quit on the play. I mean, see it on the replay, bouncing off tacklers, and he just keeps going. The Nixa offensive line is just so powerful. It's almost like they're built like college players. They're just such a big group.
27-21. Ribera again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Another first down for the Eagles.
It's just so hard to bring him down. I mean, he just refuses to go down.
McKnight. Again, handoff Ribera. It's just unreal. He's down at the 1 yard line. Let's play game, pass or run.
And I like Nixa coming out here with some fire, kind of running some tempo offense. They're snapping the plays quick. Not letting Webb City build any momentum to try to come back into this game. They want those points quick to take that 2-score lead like we talked about in that kind of halftime show we had.
I'm not a gambling man, but I would put a bet down that we're running the ball here. It's just too easy for Dylan Ribera. Touchdown, Eagles.
That is number 3 for Rivera on the game. He has just been eating up this new and improved Webb City defensive line. They just can't stop him, and Rivera's just having a field day.
So, 59 yards scoring drive, and I believe Dylan Rivera had every single one of those yards. Extra point attempt here will be good. The Nixa line definitely got away with the flag, and that's such a late. You can't call it that late. That's the problem. I mean, I saw the penalty, but you cannot wait 40 seconds till everyone's off the field before you call it.
Yeah, but that Nixa line just has to be disciplined. They had troubles earlier in the first half, right before the quarter ended. Just got to be more disciplined.
34-21. It was definitely a penalty. I'm not doubting that. It was the fact that it was just such a late call. Yeah, they're going to ask McFarland what he wants to do here, if he wants to accept it on the kickoff or accept it now. They called the face mask, and I thought that was probably the good call. It's kind of just like a clothesline there. So are they going to force him to re-kick it or not?
Looks like. I think they're just going to add it to the kick.
No, they're backing up, I think. Now this is a question of, do you want to? Is that a 10-yard penalty?
Mm-hmm.
So that just turns that extra point into a. Yeah, this could be trouble here. Kemke here. I don't think anybody knows what they're doing right now. McFarland's on the field.
Speaking to the ref, possibly about where the spot is, maybe?
Here we go. 35-yard extra point for Kemke. Missed one extra point today. Here's the snap. Good kick from Braden Kemke. Extra point's good. 34-21 is the score. Nixa leads by 13. Man. Great job by Braden Kemke there. Wasn't ready for that at all, but he got his job done and did a good job with it. So now the Cardinals are going to need to punch back here as Nixa is trying to put them away. And if Nixa gets stopped here and goes up 3 scores, it's pretty hard to come back behind Nixa when they're up by more than 2.
Yeah, they'll just keep pouring it on, and I think Webb City needs to bring out some firepower. We talked about at halftime, Jackson Lucas able to throw the ball, just had some miscues earlier this game. I think Webb City needs to turn towards passing the ball because we know they can do it.
We might, maybe if Nixa does go up 3 scores, we might see a little bit of they're trying to run down the clock too. Here's the kick. Picked up at the 5. Spin moves out of a tackle. He had one more guy to break, but he will go down at the 24-yard line, and that's where Webb City offense will pick up. 9:52 remaining.
And I mentioned it before, but I want to see DeGraff and Reed utilize more in this Webb City offense. I mean, he's just such a big receiver, and he's an athletic target. He just hasn't gotten a target yet this game, and I just think Webb City needs to utilize him more.
Handoff in the backfield. Flint takes out the rusher. Yeah. 6-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Second down and 3 for the Cardinals.
Lucas keeps it. Helmet comes off of somebody. It looks like, I thought I saw someone's helmet come off. Maybe not. Maybe I'm seeing things. First down, Cardinals.
And Lucas is a tough quarterback while running the ball. I mean, he's taking hits all game, bouncing off hits on that play from Thompson and other defenders, but he's not afraid of the contact, which I like to see in those more mobile quarterbacks. Some get scared and shy away, but he's going right for it.
Reverse. Webb City. They've got room. Parker Man tracks down the rusher, who was number 6, Andrew Young. (34-21). Lucas keeps it. Ooh. Another first down for the Cardinals.
Nixa's defense has got to get worried. They're just getting worn down. I mean, run play after run play. Just going to get tired at some point and let up a big play. They need to get. They struggled with it against Republic too. They couldn't get these stops on the third down. They just need to work on that.
Lucas drops back. Doesn't see Tobias Thompson. First sack of the year for the Nixa defense. And that's a big loss. It'll be 2nd and 14.
It was a great play by Thompson to track him down. Looks like Lucas was ready to unload, and then he pump faked it, and then that gave Thompson just enough time to come off the edge and get the sack. A great play by the Eagles. Loss of 5, 2nd and 15 now for Webb City.
Lucas had no idea Tobias was behind him. But you could kind of see the moment he panicked when he realized he had nobody open.
Yeah, it looked like he was looking for Young down the field. He was covered by both safety and cornerback.
Timeout Webb City. As it will be 2nd and 15.
After tonight's game for all high schoolers. It will be held at Carterville Christian Church. And will go till 11:30 tonight. No cost. It is a free event tonight for all high schoolers. So come join us for some food, fun and fellowship tonight at Carterville Christian Church.
Beautiful night tonight. Weather, see on the screen, 73 degrees. Just a great. I've been missing these nights, man. Friday night football, my first year commentating. I know you've been doing it for a while, but this is my favorite time of the year. NFL starting, college football.
No season like football season, like Coach Perry would say. And it helps when you have a great team at your school, especially with Nixa, man. Just such a great program John Perry has built since he got here. And before Perry got here, 0-20. And now, Nixa's looking for their 4th straight win against Webb City. Reverse again. He'll get about 6 there. It's a flag. I think it will be a personal foul call on the Eagles. I missed what happened. I know who was on, I believe, but I just don't know. Penalties, man. I mean, you get your first sack, and then after they get a slight rush that would have still set them up for 3rd and long. You bail them out and give them the first down. That's just things you can't do against teams like Webb City because they will take advantage of it.
Yeah, penalties are just... It's a rare sight to see Nixa just have so many of these penalties. I mean, just good teams, you don't see them get penalized much, and Nixa has just been killed by penalties, and frankly, that's maybe what keeping Webb City in this game.
1st and 10. Believe that was to Taylor. Yep. Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals.
5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 for the Cardinals. From the 28.
Second and 5. Under center is Lucas. Hands it off to Taylor again. Taylor brought down by a flock of Eagles. It'll be 3rd and 3. And now we're going to have a mandatory water break.
Taylor's just been so tough for these Eagles to bring down this game. I mean, he's throwing out stiff arms, lowering his shoulder, trucking defenders. Like you said, it just takes a flock of Eagles to take him down, and it's just he's such a tough runner, kind of like Ribeiro, just a little bit bigger.
Trying to figure out if we're ready for a silent report with DK Nelson, but I can't see him on the field anymore. Oh, they are ready. We're going to sit down on the sideline with DK Nelson. We're back here. Thank you, DK, for that. 3rd and 3 for the Cardinals on Nixa's 26-yard line. Nixa offense is definitely recharged, for sure. I think they're probably ready to get back on the field. Lucas under center. Lucas keeps it. Spin moves out of a tackle. Ball's out. Parker Man picks it up. 40, 50. Nothing but green turf in front of him. Touchdown, Eagles.
Oh, there's a flag.
40-21. I think it's going to be taunting. I think that's what the call is.
I'm just about to say, though, if this holds up, you may have heard me. I kind of gasped because it was a great spin move from a quarterback. I mean, evaded the pressure so well, but Jackson Lucas just fumbles the ball. He coughs it up, picked up by Parker Man. He takes it all the way, 80, 70 yards for the touchdown.
Dead silence on the west side of Cardinal Stadium. Nixa 40, Webb City 21. Isn't it beautiful? Parker Man. It's going to be a taunting penalty on Parker Man, as there was a cameraman for Webb City on the 20-yard line. Parker Man pointed at the camera as he ran by it. That is the greatest thing I've ever seen on a fumble recovery in high school football.
Be sure to check Parker Man's Instagram, maybe his profile picture later tonight. Well, what a play from Parker Man. I mean, he said, Coach Perry, everyone said it, he's a captain of this defense. Kind of took that role Spencer Ward had last year, and he's just such a great player to have. Plays kind of a safety linebacker role, and he works hard. You know, he's in Nixa Live with us. We know him well. I mean, just a great player and a great person.
Great person. Yeah, I can't even emphasize that enough. I mean, such a caring individual. But man, once he gets on the football field, you do not want to be in front of him. That's for sure. Kimke the back to kick the extra point. Will be good. Nixa now leads by 20 points.
Nixa 41 on Cardinals 20.
Man, I really wish that was our camera that he pointed at. That was amazing. 41-21 is the score, and every ounce of momentum on this side of Cardinal Stadium has been sucked out.
Nixa came out guns a-blazing. Dylan Rivera scored once again. Parker Mann, defensive touchdown. This is what we're used to seeing from the Nixa offense. First half just started off slow, but now we're seeing it come in. Points are raining down for the Eagles.
So I think the penalty is going to be tacked on to the kickoff because I didn't see them back up for the extra point or anything. Can we get a replay of, yeah, can we go back to that? I'm not next to the replay. Let's go, can we rewatch that? I just want to see how he stayed in bounds because I thought for sure that ball was going to roll out, but then he just kept going. Oh yeah, they're going to move the kick back to the 25 for the Eagles. Whenever they get a change possession, we're waiting for the offense defense. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, it was a great spin move.
Fumble. How did he stay in bounds? He tapped the ball back in bounds.
Reestablished himself back in and then was able to pick it back up.
That's so impressive. Such a heads-up play from Parker Mann. And now, here's the kick. What a boot there. He caught at the 22-yard line, 23, excuse me. Has a hole outside. Ty Kellis will wrap him up and bring him down at the 44-yard line.
Cardinals football first down from the 44-yard line.
(41-21). That carry will be gained about 5 yards.
He was wrapped up by Thompson, and Thompson's just been everywhere this game. He got the first sack for the Eagles. There, he had a great tackle. He's just been flying around. That kind of field general linebacker you love to have.
Jackson hands it off to Tia. He will be a little short of the first. He looks to be in a little bit of pain. He's staying on the field, though. So slow to get up. It will be 3rd and 1. I feel like we've had this situation a lot this game.
And Nixa's lost almost every single one. Just got to find a way to stop this triple option, not let them get a yard here.
It will be enough for the first down. Forward progress will give it to him. So it'll be first down, Webb City at the 45-yard line.
Jacob Grimm on the tackle. First down to the first to the 45-yard line.
Jacob Grimm credited with that tackle. Wrapped up immediately. Be a gain of 1.
And amazing play by the D-line. I couldn't really see who it was specifically, but they just shed that tackle immediately and fly in there and get it down. And that's what they need to replicate, getting these short stops on their triple option play. They just flew in there. That was 92. Peyton Koval, great play of a senior.
Webb City's not helping themselves at all by letting this clock wind down. Every second counts for them. But Nixa will sit back and let them do whatever they want. Pitch to the left. Down in the backfield. And we're back to 3rd and 10. Jacob Grimm with the tackle once again. It'll be 3rd and 10. And I think if Nixa gets a stop here on this 3rd down, I don't think Webb City has anything to lose but to go for it.
Especially down 3 scores now.
They have still yet to complete a pass in this game. Motion to Grafenried, the backfield. Lucas steps back to his right, rolling right, tries to find someone. He sees him, and he can't hit him. Jackson Lucas has had 2 wide open receivers today, 3 wide open receivers, and he just cannot get them to catch the ball.
And they finally utilized one of my key players for Webb City, DeGraffenried. I mean, he had the wide open pass. Could have been a touchdown there. I think he's one of their star offensive players, but just Lucas misses once again. He just can't seem to convert here. And like you said, they will go for it on 4th and down. Don't have much of an option.
Nothing to lose here. A little bit of a, oh, never mind. DeGraffenried to the left, another receiver to the right. 4th and 10. Taking a shot. McCoy Sullivan on the reception. He's just going to bat it down, not even going to try to pick it off. I think he could have, though. But it's smarter not to, because if he wouldn't, it would be way worse field position than if he were not to catch it like he did there. So turnover on downs. Nixa will take it over. And this game is starting to get it out of hand quickly. Nixa offense has still scored every drive they've touched the ball this season. I mean, of course, that last drive of that Republic game where all JV players were out and they were just running on the clock, I'm not counting that, of course.
The starters.
They weren't attempting to score. But here we go, 41-21.
And I imagine Nixa plays conservative here with a healthy lead.
Ribera up the middle. And I think Nixa might just let this clock wind down as much as possible.
Tick, tick, tick. Try to get out of this 3rd quarter as quick as possible and go into that 4th.
This is our house chance. Rain from the Nixa side. 41-21. Snap to McKnight. Pass to Kevon Flynn. He's got a block to Vincent. Drops back left, and he will go out at about the 40-yard line. And it'll be a 1st down for the Eagles.
And Flint and McKnight's connection have just been growing all season. I think he's definitely his favorite target. Right there, just a normal screen pass, but Flint able to use his speed to go right down the sideline, get that 1st down. But I'd like to see with this lead, Nixa maybe try out some more passes, get McKnight more comfortable in the passing game and use him later in the season. As Vincent comes in motion.
Handoff for Burr up the middle. He'll be taken down after he gains about 14 yards. It'll be 1st down for the Nixa Eagles. Nixa letting his clock run down. Ribera up the middle. He'll get what looks to be another 1st down. Ribera lost his towel there, and someone from Webb City threw it back. Trips out right. offsides Webb City, and Nixa will get a 5, 3 yards.
Offsides called against the Cardinals.
Nixa now shifting the line. Let's see what they do here.
Rivera goes left. I think it'll be another first down.
So now, so close to the goal line, you think they try to give Rivera his 4th touchdown, and now we're right next to the coordinators. What do you think they're thinking?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you got to. I mean, he's been unstoppable all day. I mean, unless I don't really know. I mean, I don't really think it matters at this point. I mean, I don't see them not giving it to Rivera, but I wouldn't be. I don't really know. I don't know. There's so much going on right now. So many things going through my mind. It's been a long day. Yeah, they're going to let the clock run down here as we head to the 4th quarter. I just wasn't expecting this out of this game, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a close game, but Nixa really pulled away here.
And now we're going to head and talk about our crew. Big shout out to them. Of course, our teacher. It's going to be Jordan Burns. Man, is he special to Nixa and this program. He's built this thing from ground up to where it used to be. After it used to be a person and a camera. And the graphics should come up soon. Unless wrong. Oh, here we go. Dalton Herring is our director. Of course, Aiden Hopkins, me on play-by-play. Brady Richard, who's been doing a great job for the past couple games. Really proud of him and how he's going to grow this season. He's our color commentator. Only a sophomore. I mean, not really. You don't really see a sophomore get in the color position here at Nixa that often, but it's a big honor. Leah Weiss, she's on wide shot. Annalise Chambers is tight shot. Elijah Adams on the field. And Henley Dugan also on the field. 2 great people on the field, man. They have done some great things for our replays, and they have grown so much. James Folkenberry is on wireless cam C. Austin White is our PTZ camera operator. Eli Ziga is our graphic specialist. He's been doing a great job. Everyone has been doing a great job. Evan Brett, our replay operator. DK Nelson, you've heard from him a little bit. He's our silent reporter. James Grover is our graphic assistant, and James Sternberger is our replay assistant. Shout out to you guys. It's been a great stream. It was rough. It's not an away game without getting everything ready until literally 1 minute before we go live. Here we go. 1st and 5. Rivera gets the handoff, and he'll go in there for his 4th touchdown of the day. I just combined 1st and 4th there, but
yep.
Man, Rivera, what a day for him. 4 touchdowns, unstoppable.
Yeah, and my predictions before the game, over 150 yards. I said maybe he'd match his touchdowns. Already just passed it right there. I think he is well over 150 now. He's just a great game from Rivera. We emphasized pregame all week, established that run game for Nixa. They use Rivera heavily today, and he's just eating up this new defensive line from Webb City.
We're going to step aside the score. Oh, never mind. Something's happening. What's going on? Okay, dude. We were up 26 points. Why are we calling holds on PATs right now?
Well, Nixa shouldn't really be happening. You mentioned up 26 points now. Nixa's really stormed through the second half. Webb City just has done nothing. I think they're scoreless. I mean, just silence is all I'm hearing on this Webb City side. Just so unexpected from such a great team and a matchup we were anticipating all week.
Kimke with a 30-yard extra point. Wow! That's the best kick I've seen come off his leg. Beautiful kick from Braden Kimke, and that will bring us to a score of 48-21. We will be brought back after this word from our platinum level sponsor, Air Services, All Service.
Don't fumble when it comes to your home's comfort. Our Air Services team is on the ball with all your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. With over 60 years of expertise, we offer fast, same-day service, top quality products, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Home issues shouldn't sideline your day. Get in touch with us today and score your peace of mind.
Don't get nervous. Call Air Services today.
Back as you get a look at the Dirty Birds, and man, what a turnout. 2 hours away from Nixa, but that does not stop any of them from packing out the stands. Nixa leads 48-21 in what has just been an absolute demolition in the second half by the Eagles. Just when we thought Webb City had a chance to cut this game into a one-score game, a scoop and score by Parker Mann makes it 3 scores, and then after that, just the Webb City offense has just been absolutely killed. It's going to take a miracle for them to win this one, but hey, miracles happen. 48-21 is a score, 11:49 remaining in the fourth quarter as Webb City gets the ball back. Webb City fans are starting to hit the exit here.
Yeah, just not what was expected out of this game. But Webb City, you know, you can always believe in miracles. It's happened before. So they're not going to give up. But if they want that to happen, I think they're going to have to cut down the running plays and start passing it a bit more, get their offense rolling quicker.
What they need to do is get a stop. That's the first priority of this whole thing. But if they can score all they want, but if their defense is going to keep doing this, it's never going to end well for them. And that's why once you get down by more than 1 score to the Eagles, your percentages of winning the game drop heavily because this Nixa team drives off momentum, and once they get that, their passing game, everything clicks. Their running game, offensive line clicks. Everything just goes every way in their way, and that's what we've seen in the second half. Is that John Perry talked to his team in the locker room, and they came out ready to play.
Yeah, I mean, you just summed it up perfectly, and they were the first ones out the locker room. I mean, I think his message was short and sweet. I mean, they were struggling that first half, and he fired them up, come out.
Jacob Grimm with a big hit. Wow. So good to see him do that. Because, man, this is his first year starting varsity, and, man, he's small, like height-wise, but, man, just look at his butt. He is so strong. Like, just watching him in the weight room is like trying to fathom what he's doing is actually crazy.
Yeah, he flew through that gap in the offensive line, unblocked, and just saw the running back. It was one of those, I didn't want the ball, I wanted him moments, just went straight for him.
48-21. Jackson rolls out right, has a check down open, but has nobody else. He has nowhere to go, and he just walks out of bounds. What are you doing? Get rid of the ball. I mean,
yeah, it's definitely not the smartest play out of Jackson Lucas, being, only a second week starting, hasn't had a lot of experience, but right there you got to throw the ball away, and now deep in their own territory, down by a lot, they're just still forced to punt because you don't want to give the Eagles 15-yard leeway.
Isn't it third down?
No, I don't think that's updated.
Flint catches it, tries to find a hole, but can as the Gunners for Webb City got to him quickly.
Or was it third?
I swear it was third down.
I'm not sure. Some bright spots for Webb City, though. I know the scoreboard might not show it, though, but their run game still has been very strong this game. Taylor has been a great runner. A few carries he's had, he's gotten 80, 90 yards. Just some bright spots for this low Webb City team right now, but they are a good team, and I could see them going farther in their class. Just need to clean up some of the holes.
Dylan Rivera, I don't know who he did it to. He just absolutely trucked one of his own offensive linemen. Actually, I think it was Cantwell. Yeah, it was Cantwell. He just knocked him over. Jackson Cantwell, I believe he's heading down to Nebraska this weekend to take an official visit there. He's down to his top 12 teams, includes Bama, Georgia, LSU, Arkansas, Blue Pig. If you're watching this, Jackson Cantwell, you know where to go. And then
go Tigers.
And of course Mizzou. Roberta gets a handoff, right side. Man, dude, you just can't bring him down.
Oh
He's still on his feet. Touchdown, Dylan Roberta.
What a run by Dylan Roberta. That is insanity.
Unstoppable.
And they're going to give him a flag for taunting, but still, that
I would do the same thing.
Man, what a run. Multiple Cardinals trying to take him down. He just broke through every tackle and straight for the end zone.
If I could run
what a run.
If I could, that's one of the most look at that. No, he's getting face masked right there, and he fights through it. I don't know. I'm really far from the computer, so I could just. That is insane.
And Roberta.
This game has Webb City,
5 touchdowns.
This game has Webb City people turning on each other. It's getting crazy on the side of the stadium.
Roberta, 5 touchdowns. Just crazy outing from Roberta. And that run there sealed the... He broke maybe 5-6 tackles, barreling into the end zone. I mean, me and you were saying it earlier. He just has that grit. He has that it factor. He's not going to quit. He showed it right there. It's a display of everything you want in a running back on that one play.
We're going to take a look at... Obviously, I'm going to watch this one more time. That's what we're really going to do.
Yeah, great blocking. He sees that hole gets tripped up there. 2-3 missed him. And then there's 4 more, 7 tacklers trying to take him down, and he stays on his feet. Man, what a play.
That is insane.
And that's from that strong secondary we talked about. Eggleston had 19 tackles last week, which is unheard of in itself. Andrew Young is a great player.
We're going to take a look at Nixa's upcoming schedule. If things continue to go the way they are, Nixa will be 2-0 after this game. They will host Joplin next week at home. Then after Joplin, they're gonna have 2 really long road games. We're gonna head to Carthage and then Lebanon.
Not excited for those.
Then we hit the back half of the schedule: Kickapoo and Waynesville at home, then Ozark on the road, and then Glendale at home, and then we have playoff football. Man, this ice. Dylan Roberta is insane. Kickoff caught about the 40-yard line. Will be returned to the 48. Man.
But before Roberta's insane run, we were talking about Nixa's, of course, standout tackle Jackson Cantwell. Going to Nebraska this week. And then he'll be going to Mizzou, Georgia, Alabama, and LSU following weeks. And, man, it's just, he's one of one. You know what I mean? Like, number 1 in 2026 in his position. He's just a player you don't find. And Nixa is so lucky to have him. Contributing big help to Roberta's runs, as you see here.
Jackson pitches it to his right. Now we're going to look at Webb City's upcoming schedule. Webb City was 1-0 entering this week. 35-13 was the final score of their game against Lebanon last week. And now, of course, they're here at home against Nixa. Now they travel and hit the road, head to Springfield to play the Kickapoo Chiefs. If we have the graphic, maybe. Let's keep going. Oh, I got it. And then after that, we're gonna come back home for two games: Ozark and Neosho. And then at Republic and at Willard. Then they'll be at home for 2 games and round out the season with Carthage and Joplin. Take a look there, and then they'll have districts. Webb City isn't Class 5 like I mentioned. Parker, man! I almost just had a Gus Johnson, you got barbecue back there moment, but I missed my opportunity. That is insane. Oh!
He brought the boom on that one. Legion of Boom type moment. Looking like Cam Chancellor back there flying in and laying down the hits.
Every single person in the stadium just went, ooh, at the same exact time.
Great stringer with the keeper. Kate Kelly on the tackle. Four-yard run play, 2nd down and 6 from the 36-yard.
2nd and 6 for the Cardinals. Man. This is insane. Jackson rolls out right. Hit as he throws, almost got his first completion of the day. Couldn't hold on to it.
And Lucas has really struggled today. Last week he was 5 for 11, 174 yards. 3 of those 5 completions being touchdowns. I believe it was 1 to McGaffney. I think Andrew Young cut another one, and somewhere else he had one. But, man, has he just struggled today. This Nixa D-line is giving pressure to that. We talk about the new defensive line. That O-line is 80% new. I mean, just such big parts of teams, the offensive defensive line. Webb City is just having new people in there, and it's just a process. They're going to learn throughout the season. Just playing Nixa so early in the season is a tall task for the Webb City Cardinals and this offensive defensive line to face.
We're going to bring up that Donate Nixa Live graphic one more time. Just like I mentioned earlier, we are trying to expand everything we have. I mean, we got some brand new fiber cable that makes our stream run way faster, and we're just trying to get some new things to make your experience at home when you can't make it to football games or basketball games or volleyball games or anything like that. Trying to make it better. Make sure that you guys can enjoy the game like you're at the stadium. If you can go back, scan that QR code that was just on the screen. You can donate or buy anything on our Amazon wish list, and we would really appreciate it. That run is stopped after the first down, so it'll be first down for Webb City.
And how quick things can happen. What was once 27-21 is now 55-21 in a blink of an eye.
Webb City scoreless in this second half. And we're going to have a water break. DK Nelson is down with us for our silent report.
DK Nelson reporting live from Webb City. The Nixa Eagles have blown this game wide open, now up 55-21. Coach Perry definitely got onto his guys in the locker room, put them back into their mindset, got their heads in the game. Nixa is going to go home with a win.
And now it's time. We missed this last week. Time for a player of the game vote. Who do you guys want to see DK Nelson interview at the end of this game? I don't usually put my opinion in this one, but I think it's pretty obvious where I think this one's going to point. I'm not going to say it, but I think we're all thinking of what I'm thinking here. So Aiden Hopkins underscore AIDEN underscore AIDEN HOPKINS underscore was my Twitter.
And
vote for player of the game.
You can see it on the screen if they put up the graphic. Go and vote. But like you said, I think it's pretty obvious who player of the game will be but
There it is right there. Keep that up as long as you can. Grab as long as you can. That is going to be pushed out of bounds. Okay, so it just posted Aiden Hopkins _, on Twitter to vote for player of the game.
you know how they got that Thanksgiving game? They got John Madden. I don't know if it's from him. They gave that turducken out. You know, for the player of the game, we got to get something like that. Got to name it something.
(55-21), 5:08 remaining in the fourth. 2nd and 7. Handoff up the middle. There's a big hole. And first down for the Cardinals down at the 9-yard line.
And Webb City's been missing that this whole second half. That's their bread and butter, the backbone of their offense, just running the ball up the middle. And they just haven't been able to produce those kind of runs this half. But there's one right there. Kind of give them momentum into the end of the game. May not have a comeback, but just a better attitude towards the end of this game. Show that they can score and they are capable of it.
What's up? I didn't know. I thought you muted my mic too. First and 9 is stopped after 1 yard. This will be 2nd and 8 here. Let's take a look around the COC on some scores. Carthage up 28-0 on Ozark in the third quarter. Big hit in the backfield by the Nixa defense. And it will be third down. Neosho was up 33-14 at half. That I guarantee that isn't updated because and then Republic says 7-0. They're up at the end of the first, but I don't believe that either, so I'm going to look it up. Ozone isn't doing me justice today. We'll look up, see how our game's over.
Two's back.
Maybe. I think Republic... I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Rolling out right. Trying to get someone. Almost picked off by... Oh, are we serious? Like, come on.
I do not agree with that if that's pass interference, but I'm not going to argue with the ref. McCoy Sullivan will argue with them for me.
So it'll be 3rd and 5. Rolling out right, pitches it. Hit out by Parker Mann. Man, he brings the boom for sure.
I mean, player of the game. I don't know who the options were on your Twitter, or if they can pick their own, but man, obviously Rivera, one of the big-time players this game, but Parker Mann has just been flying around this defense. Same with Morgan, Tobias Thompson. You know, we talk about this offense so much, but I really think their defense is underrated.
Yeah, we've got 21 votes so far. 76% are in favor of Dylan Ribera. I mean, that's what I was kind of implying there. 5 touchdowns is a feat many people never see ever in their football career. Stop short. Turnover on downs. And Webb City continues to stay scoreless in this second half.
And that is the nail in the coffin for the Eagles. If it wasn't at the start of the fourth quarter, it's right now. I should bring this one to a close. And a great, I know it's not crunch time, but they may call it garbage time, but great stop from the Eagles at the 1. I mean, that's hard to do no matter who you're playing against. So they held them back there inside the 1 based on the spot of the ball. But the Eagles will likely walk out here, a couple runs, couple kneels, and come out victorious.
Maddox Gibson will come out, take some snaps. One-yard line here. I think they were trying to get him to jump off sides to try to get him some room. I will call it the line. Maddox Gibson. Handoff. Get some yardage, and that'll give Nixa offense some breathing room, as they will probably let that clock wind down to 1 until they snap the ball. Play clock, that is.
And Cade Shaw had a great outing last week against Republic.
Here's a new look at Nixa Eagles' schedule. We had some things mixed up, but at Glendale, final one, I think it's one of the ones that was flipped. At Waynesville on October 11th. Thursday game on October 3rd, that's Kickapoo. At home, homecoming. And, we got Joplin at home and then 2 long road trips after that.
And we see Misha was at the bottom. Nixa looking to make a deep playoff run this year.
They got the experience last year, and in my opinion, I think this team is better than last year's.
Totally agree.
Last year's team was amazing. They built a culture that was important to this Nixa football. They helped them get that playoff experience. But now you have a dual threat quarterback, a running back that can do anything he wants when he has that offensive line in front of him. Really fast and great route running receivers, and that defense, man, has been pretty unstoppable. 55-21. Handoff up the middle. Nixa will get the first down.
And
Nixa's going to run us down the clock here. Sorry, I'm just get this thought out. I'm not counting this as Nixa offense not scoring. I'm saying that Nixa still has not been stopped on offensive possessions, because this is just a clock run out, of course. But Nixa offense, every time they've touched the ball, has scored in both games they've played, which is kind of crazy to me.
And I think the MVPs of this team is that offensive line. They got Jacob Lyle in there, Hunter Jensen, Hayden Mays, Jackson Cantwell, and there is one more I'm forgetting. I'm so very sorry, but just a great unit out there. 6'4", 280-pound average, and it's just so hard to stop. I mean, that's like a college-level offensive line, and I think it's just one of the greatest parts of this team. Definitely the greatest they've ever had.
Nixa wins 55-21 over the Webb City Cardinals. 4 straight years of beating the Cardinals after being 0-20 all time before that. 55-21, like I mentioned. I'm Aiden Hopkins alongside my partner, Brady Richard. Thank you guys so much for joining us on this beautiful Friday night. Nixa 2-0. See you guys next Friday at home versus Joplin. 1. QB sneak, touchdown Cardinals. QB sneak, touchdown Cardinals. Handoff for Burrow again. Touch. Handoff for Burrow again. Touch. He kept it. Nothing but green turf in front of him. Touchdown Cardinals. Touchdown Eagles. Roberta with ease, and his Nixa offense. Roberta pitches it back. McKnight wide open. Touchdown Eagles. Roberta pitches it back. McKnight wide open. Touchdown Eagles. Roberta pitches it back. McKnight wide open. Touchdown Eagles! Half. Lucas. Handoff in the backfield. First down, and there's green grass. Randy Flint trying to catch up. McCoy Silver and Randy. Touchdown Cardinals. Touchdown Cardinals. First down markers at the 50. McKnight rolling out right. Looking for someone to pass to. Can't find anybody. Will keep the ball. He has a hole. Gonna cut left. He's got room. Flag thrown. McKnight will be down about at the 31-yard line. There's a McKnight. Check down Flint. Flint spins out his corner. He's got room. Breaking away. One man behind him. Touchdown. Lucas drops back. Doesn't see Tobias Tom. Lucas keeps it. Spin moves out of a tackle. Ball's out. Parkerman picks it up. 40, 50. Nothing but green turf in front of him. Touchdown Eagles. Roberta gets the handoff. He'll go in there for his first.
And he fired them up. Come out.
Jacob Grimm with a big hit. Of course, Mizzou. As Roberta gets a handoff. Right side. Man, dude, you just can't bring him down.
Oh,
he's still on his feet. Touchdown, Dylan. There it is right there. Keep that up as long as you can. You got as long as you can. That is going to be pushed out of bounds.
Burrow. Dylan, you had multiple touchdowns this game. What was your mentality coming into this game?
You know, every game, you know, I think we're stronger, we're faster. We're just going to be the better team. So I always got a good mentality no matter what. You fumble the ball, you get a layback, you just got to get back up, keep going.
Can we expect to see more from you throughout this season?
Yes, sir. You know, I'm an underdog in college and stuff, so I think I'm proving myself, our team's proving ourselves to be 1% better. So,
thank you. Have a good season.
Thank you.
Don't get nervous. Call Air Services today.
Don't fumble when it comes to your home's comfort. Our Air Services team is on the ball with all your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. With over 60 years of expertise, we offer fast same-day service, top quality products, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Home issues shouldn't sideline your day. Get in touch with us today and score your peace of mind.
Don't get nervous. Call Air Services today.